wait for it to catch up to me, and then I'll turn you on, and then I'll test both of us. Right now, it's just me. So, waiting for the stream to catch up. Gotta keep talking continuously, so I can make sure the audio doesn't get Minecraft Dungeons Twitch stream. I should probably turn the volume of the music down so I can actually hear myself. Yeah! Hold on, I'm gonna make you audible first. Alright. Speak doesn't get Minecraft Dungeons.
Didn't it freeze? Like the whole Minecraft Dungeons stream?
Yeah, it did. Okay, speak again real quick. Hold on. We'll go into the store here in a second. Okay, good. Yes, it did. I used to, this was, God, like what, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? I stram, is that a word? Stram? I stram on Twitch, and every single one of like the 4 streams I did had some sort of tech issue. Here in a second. Gonna wait for the stream audio to catch up. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, yes. So a little pre-stream story for any archive viewers out there. Every single one had some sort of fuck up. I remember I did Minecraft Dungeons when that came out. So whenever that came out was around the time I was doing this. It was like within a month. I did these 4 streams and then never did it again until the YouTube streams. And I did like a 3-4 hour Minecraft Dungeon stream. The entire thing, kept wondering, I wonder why no one's sticking around. And then I went back and listened to the stream after it was over, because Twitch archives it for like 24 hours. And the audio was going through a voice changer the entire fucking stream, and I didn't realize it. So it just came out as this garbled and unintelligible mess the entire stream. And I was speaking the entire stream, too. No one was there, but I was just talking. So it was just unwatchable. And that was probably the best case scenario, because at least things were technically working as intended. I just didn't know that the voice changer was on and connected. The others just had some sort of fuck up or another. I think one was just mute the entire stream, so that's fun. But yeah, Minecraft Dungeons voice changer stream, which I don't think you can find anymore, because I don't think Twitch archives those. But I mean, if you find my Twitch account, I don't know, maybe. I don't know how fucking Twitch works, honestly. I don't use that shit. Alright, I'll go ahead and bring the funky music back. So bye. Bye for the next 10 minutes. And we are live. All right, let's continue our rant we were just having about Xbox and how it's awful. Surprisingly,
Xbox
not about
fucking
the.
sucks.
Yeah.
It fell off after the 360.
Yeah. Honestly, they were falling off during the 360 because I still think it's so funny. They had such an edge.
Well, I'd say that's their last good console.
Yeah, it's so funny. They had such a huge edge over the PS3 at the beginning of that generation, and yet the PS3 ended up selling more by the end.
360.
Yeah.
They fell off once they introduced the fucking Kinect. That's when they fell off, which was during the 360. So you're right.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And then they made that. Oh god, that Xbox One showcase is still so hilarious to look back on. People talk about how big of a failure the Wii U was, but you know what? Nintendo fucking bounced back. They learned. What did Microsoft do?
Yeah.
At least fucking the Wii U had Mario Maker. What did Xbox One have?
Dude, we still have our Xbox One. We don't have our 360 anymore, unfortunately. But I remember when my dad got the Xbox One, I played it for like a bit. And, like, I was just in the menu. I was like, no.
Yeah,
I'm
I hate
sticking with the 360.
That's
and
why...
I only played it to like play Battlefront for a bit, I guess.
Yeah.
And once our 360 died,
just to give a bit more.
I started playing it.
Yeah, just to give a bit more context for the start of this conversation for anyone joining, we were talking about how. Well, at some point the conversation of Star Wars Battlefront come up, and I was saying, you bitch, Brandon, you made me buy the 2015 Battlefront because you told me it was going to be peak and we were going to play it together. We played together once and both collectively, that word, agreed it was shit. But I remember,
yeah,
I had an Xbox, Xbox One, I had a PS4, and I had a Wii U at the time, so I had all three. Technically, it was a family thing, but you know, I think the Wii U was the only one that nobody else wanted to touch. And the Xbox, because we just basically used the PS4 for everything. But we bought an Xbox, and the plan was, for me, I was going to use my Xbox One as my online console. Oh yeah, I should stream to you so you can see my gameplay. So I was going to get, like, you know, the whatchamacallit. I was going to get Xbox Live, and then use that as my online console. My PS4 would be my single-player console, because I already own so many single-player games there. And then I was going to, just keep my Wii U as my fucking Wii U console, because, hell yeah, everyone needs a Wii U console. And this was pre-Switch, so, you know, good times. But I gave up on this immediately because, A, any games I wanted to buy on the Xbox, I didn't want to buy on the Xbox because there were no exclusive Xbox games. So, A, if there's a game I really want to play, just play it on PC. And B, again, the fucking UI, going back to that, the UI on the Xbox One is horrific. Did I say Xbox One or Wii U? Yeah, Xbox One was horrific. Wii U had a cool menu.
Yeah,
like,
the UI for Xbox One has no charm.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
No, it's the fucking Smash U layout, now, but not good looking. At least the Smash U layout looks nifty before you use it.
I don't even want to know what the Series X UI looks like. I don't even want to fucking know.
Yeah. Like, that, I don't think anyone knows, because no one owns one, except Nick. I know Nick owns one, but from what I've heard, he used it once and never touched it again.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, is about what I would expect if I bought one, too.
It's like how every, like, television UI looks now.
Yeah.
God awful.
Because that's how they sold it. They sold the Xbox One as, ooh, it's our new TV box.
Yeah. Yeah, they fucking, like, advertise watching movies on it more than, like, playing games.
No, yeah.
Jesus.
It's still so funny to me that, like, they were saying, oh, you need to connect, oh, you need, like, internet for so much stuff. And there was an interview where someone was asking, some corpo head, I don't remember who, it doesn't really matter, they're all the same, some Microsoft corpo, and he was saying, someone asked him, like, okay, well, what if someone doesn't want to connect to the internet or pay the extra money for the Kinect to just make this console run? And the corpo looked the guy dead in the eyes and said, oh, well, luckily we've already got a product on the market for them. It's called the Xbox 360. And then the interviewer said, oh, so you're saying they should just stick with the 360? And then the corpo, immediately realizing what he just said, well, actually, no, that's like, and then the clip cuts. It's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, literally,
so
just
funny.
stick with the fucking 360.
And that's what they did. That's what everyone did, because there's no reason. There's no, like, the games sell the console, not the fucking streaming box, whatever. Ironically, the only thing I do use my Xbox for now is if I need a Blu-ray player, and that's because it's region-free. But I've used it maybe once in the past decade. So when I say that's the only thing I use it for, I've used my Xbox once in like the past, not decade, 5 years. Let's be generous. Only 5 years. So it was more just to test if it would work. Which it did, eventually. Once I figured out how to fucking get to it. So, you know, that's fun. So, yeah. And to prove I'm not just a Sony fanboy saying Xbox sucks and Sony's awesome, I do not own a PS5. I have no intentions of buying a PS5. They have, like, 3 games. Yeah.
Well, Garten Band's coming to the PS5.
Oh, that's true. It's gonna run best there. It's gonna run best there. That's what they're saying. It's gonna run best there. Gotta get those. Yeah, Jumbo Josh is gonna fucking.
I want to know what the
Switch version.
Dual sense.
It's gonna have dual sense controls.
I want to know what Band feels like.
I'm really hoping that for the Switch port they're doing, if immediately when like Jumbo Josh shows up, the model just like explodes because of how many polygons he has. I really want that to happen.
Though I saw that they like the models are a lot better than recent release.
I haven't looked at like the new ones at all.
Better.
Yeah, my plan is to just wait until like a bunch of them are out and then like stream all of them back to back because I've been avoiding everything. Not like hazardously, like I've seen some posting. I'm not like, oh shit, spoiler, but like I know nothing past like bits of the 4th chapter, and I do mean bits. Yeah. So I'm both very curious to know what the fuck is going on because I know they just haven't released the 5th one or 6th one of them. Like they're doing them out of order now or something.
Yeah, what the?
I have no clue what's up with that, but I'm
really
I'm intrigued.
Switching things up.
I mean, yeah, it's new. You can't say they aren't doing that. Oh no, stupid.
It's gonna be more fucking confusing than like the fucking Kingdom Hearts lore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw they were announcing Kingdom Hearts for Steam recently. And I was like, oh cool, I might actually be able to try it out because I've heard people say it's fun if you can get into it. And I was like, okay, they're adding Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, 3, right? No, they're adding like 1.5, 2.5, 3.7. No, it was like 2.8. Like what the fuck? I know they're confusing, but what the fuck are those? What the fuck is Kingdom Hearts 2.8? And should I play it before or after 2.5? Those are 2 separate games. I have no clue. From what I've heard, they're separate games. And I've heard that you cannot just play 1, 2, and 3. If you play 1, 2, and 3, you will be so fucking lost. Which is why I kind of want to do that and see what happens.
Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix.
That was it.
I mean, surely they're just the first game.
I don't think it is.
It looks like the first.
You know, what would be even funnier is if 1.5 is the first game just remade, but 2.5 is a completely different game. They should do that. If they haven't done that yet, they should do that.
3 plus Remind.
Yeah, that was the weird 3 one. I have no clue what the fuck they're doing, but I don't know. Kingdom Hearts fans are happy, so you know, happy for them. Happy for them. But
those games are actually fun. People aren't overblowing it. Man.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts, am I right?
Yeah.
Hasn't Charlie played the Kingdom Hearts games? I'll need to ask her.
Well, I don't think she plays them. I think she watches.
She watches Game Grumps or Oni play them or something.
Yeah. Probably Oni. Yeah. At least she doesn't watch Game Grumps.
Do Game Grumps still exist?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Did something happen, like,
just as unfunny,
bad-wise with them, or are they just not funny anymore? I don't remember if one of them was like a bad guy or something.
I know Aaron had a bunch of controversy with a lot of bad shit he used to upload. I think he has a massive ego in general. Dan, I think like cheated on his wife or something. And then I think we all know what happened with fucking John Trump.
Yeah, I know that one. I always forget he was a game grump.
I mean, he was the OG game grump, but he left early on due to drinking, abuse, and lies. No, not really. But I don't know. I remember I watched them again when they were playing fucking Danganronpa. It was the most like it was the worst shit ever to watch. Because fucking Aaron didn't know how to fucking play it.
He didn't know how to click the button to progress the dialogue. Did they do the surfing?
This is one of those people that plays a game, is really bad at it, gets mad and blames the game.
Uh-huh. Danganronpa?
Yeah, it's...
But you click the screen and it goes forward.
Yeah.
Like, the minigames can be kind of annoying sometimes, but, like, they're like 1% of the game. What the fuck? If we ever replay the Danganronpa games, we need to fucking stream them.
I actually want to do that.
That'd be insane.
I want to...
We need to give it like...
Would you be fine with starting Ace Attorney over? If we do that again? Because it's been so long since we started playing.
Yeah, I feel like we were going to do it. Yeah, we'd have to restart. Yeah, I'd be down to.
I want to do that on stream as well.
Hey, boss.
Yeah, hey, boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I also want to replay Danganronpa. I've been wanting to replay those games in general to see if they still kind of hold up.
I want to go replay the second one because I have it half complete my save because we did half of it in mine and then moved over to yours. But it's just not the same playing it alone when you don't have all of us doing the stupid voices for every character. When Monokuma doesn't come on sounding fucking jelly.
Yeah, it needs to be played with friends. It's a single-player game that needs to be played with friends.
Mm. Yeah.
It's like it's literally just like watching a show. But no, not even. Kinda.
That, but with yeah, like you have to read it all, and I found myself just skipping the text more often than not. Cause like, oh, I already know the story. Because it's very bloated, but it's only interesting when you're going through it the first time, or if there's something, funny to hook you. And that's just all visual novel games. That's just any visual novel game. Not gonna hold that against the Danganronpa as itself. But yeah, that's something that I think we need we need to, because, content stream. When we played through Danganronpa, we just got in a voice call. One of us streamed ourselves playing it, and like 3 or 4 of us came in and chose like an even amount of the characters and just voiced them. Brandon assigned each of us a character, so we'd all have one survivor by the end. But he gave them some dumbass voice and just stuck with that the entire game. Like 60 hours, across a lot of different calls. Mind you, across like, I think the first one took like a year.
Yeah.
But God, no. It took like 3-4 years to do it all. Because I remember we started in like 2020 minimum. We were doing it before then, because I know I had just got my new computer. And then one of the first things I did was that we got in a call and did a Danganronpa thing. It was Danganronpa 2. So we were doing Danganronpa 2 in 2020. And we finished 3 in what? Like 22?
Yeah.
God, was it that long ago? We were doing that for a good few years, though. Like, we'd always have that in the back burner. When it was over, I just felt empty, man. I was like, what do we do now?
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
It was. It was nice to just have that to fall back on, though. It's just something to do. We'd hop in and do it for like 30 minutes, maybe, or we'd hop in and do like a 5-hour call.
It started becoming tradition.
It did, and then we just stopped wearing out.
Yeah,
like the third game,
we tried to recreate it with Ace Attorney, but just wasn't the same.
Yeah, we went into Ace Attorney.
It's a really good game.
Yeah,
I really fucking love Ace Attorney, but it wasn't the same. Somehow.
Yeah, we went in wanting it, needing it to be the same thing, and when it wasn't, it just we fell off immediately because we went in with such high expectations.
I don't blame the game for that. I think that was us because we went in. We don't have enough time to. We don't have the time to just like stop, just like take a whole week or whatever.
Oh, I know, because yeah, COVID was when because I remember we'd like stopped playing 2 for a bit, not that long, but like a couple months.
It was like kind of in the middle,
and then
like,
COVID.
We were still starting to go back to school, but like not like full days. So we still had a lot of free time left. That we can just do that.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I do miss lockdown. There was so much shit that just you can't do now.
Yeah. I don't want to say I miss lockdown
because I know it was awful for a lot of people, and my heart genuinely goes out for that stuff. But like
a lot of a lot of people have like different experiences.
Yeah,
it does, and I did miss like actual like.
Yeah, eventually towards the end. And again, of course, we're looking back on it positively now because it's like 3 years ago now. Of course, we want to go back to not having work or school because we were at that perfect age too. Like we were inside our own houses because we were still in our parents, and we could just do whatever. We didn't have to like work from online or anything. So yeah, I think my first job was Kings Island, and it got pushed back because of COVID. So yeah. Another time though.
Were you still getting paid?
I hadn't gone in yet, so no.
You didn't even.
No, I applied in like, I kid you not, like March. I know it was around my birthday when I applied or got the job initially.
That'd be funny if they just like kept like paying their employees.
I wish.
And I just didn't realize it. That would
have been very funny because I would have made free money, and I like that. But no, I remember I applied.
I would say,
and then COVID.
I had
hit
a lot of fun memories of lockdown, but I wouldn't say I miss it.
Honestly, the weird thing is, I would.
You're right. I just don't want to say that.
I know. I don't want to say hate miss lockdown. I miss the free time. That's what I miss.
Yeah.
I miss just sitting at home all day, having to find stuff never stuff. Like I got into so much like. And when I say I got into so much stuff, I don't mean just porn, although that did help. But, like, Bug Fables. Bug Fables is peak. I never would have played it if I hadn't had the time to do all of Origami King in, like, a week and then said, I really want another game like this, and there's nothing else on the Switch. Bug Fables is there. I've heard it's good. Let's give it a shot. Oh, my God, I love this. There's so many things and hyperfixations. I got back into Doctor Who over that. I got in. We did Danganronpa over that. We
got into Attack on Titan.
Yeah! We did the group off.
ReZero.
ReZero.
Became a weeb.
I became a weeaboo. I did. That was when I became a fucking weeb. When I started watching copious amounts of anime. When I turned from Jacob into Bree. When I turned from Jacob into me. God. Yeah. No. It was a whole another time. And it felt like because so little stuff was coming out for a good few months there, the stuff that was coming out was so much more precious, and the stuff you were redoing. Like that's when I watched Avatar. The Last Airbender, the good one, for the first time.
Yeah, sure. That's when I watched it then.
Yeah, I would have been putting it off, and it's like, well, this is perfect. So what I did is because I knew if I was trying to watch an episodic show and binge it all in one day, I'd get sick of it fast, because, binging an episodic show is generally not how it's meant to be watched. So I set myself a limit, 1 episode a day. By the time I got to season 3, I ended up doing the entire season in one day, because I was so hooked. But those first 2 seasons, that meant it lasted me like a good month plus. Going through that, and that was so fucking incredible. Just like a month straight of a show, and I've never been able to recreate that. I don't think I ever will, just because there's nothing that perfectly suited. Like I'd been keeping Avatar in the back burner until like the perfect opportunity to watch it, and that was it. So I did it, and it was fucking great.
Now that I'm thinking about it all, lockdown I think was good for me.
Yeah.
It gave me room for a lot of self-reflection because I was in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah.
For all that. I could just reflect. I think I kind of became a better person in general.
I know what you mean about that. It was very, like, because everything shut down. You just had nothing to do.
I was still in, like, my edgy phase then. So.
Oh, yeah, no.
Finally just chill for a bit.
Yeah, no, I think same with me. God, I do not miss the person that I was in, like, 2019.
Yeah.
When I saw, Captain Marvel, and it's just a fine movie. But no, I have to hate it, because fucking awful shit. But let's not get into that too deep. yeah. No, it's weird to say I miss COVID, but... And I don't miss COVID, because that's still here. That hasn't gone anywhere. If anything, that's gotten worse. You know, just shut your ears, shut your eyes, don't think about it. But, you know, people lockdown actually taking that seriously. Yeah. I still
I miss them taking it seriously.
Yeah. I still very visibly remember, like, that first day of lockdown. And I, like, looked outside, and it was just dead. Like, completely empty. It looked like a zombie apocalypse movie. Like, that was scary. I remember those first few days were very scary, because we had no fucking clue what was going on. Zombie movies blew up in that era for a reason. But... Yeah, no, it was... Once things started to just get more routine in lockdown, it was so strange. And, yeah. I don't know. It gave me time to get... What it was so big on it for me, especially just that from memory-wise, was that I got into so much media-related shit over that time.
Yeah.
I think that was the big one.
I think our... I don't know. I feel like I connected a lot more with you guys in general.
Yeah, because we were calling like almost daily.
We started Monkey Crew.
Yeah.
We started Monkey Crew then.
That was 2020.
We were playing the fucking like Minecraft server like.
That's when we got into Tower Unite. Oh my god, you're right.
Like I never I didn't talk to Bree or Charlie as much before then.
Yeah.
But, like we started getting into calls like daily and.
I miss that. Yeah, because we didn't really have anything else we could do. No other way to connect. So we just started doing that. Discord really took off then. Like, we all had a Discord account before then. I think mine was like 2016. Yours was like 2015. And we used it, but it was more just in between class chatting, you know? It wasn't really like just this big of a thing it is now. Like, I don't think... I knew about, like, you know, Connor Chicken and all that side. But I didn't really get to start, like... you know, virtually hanging out with them more until, like, COVID onward. Before then, I was just kind of like, I knew they existed from the old streaming days, and that was about it.
Yeah.
It's weird. In the time when we were...
Yeah!
God,
a lot of games came out at the perfect time. Fucking Animal Crossing, Among Us.
Yeah, I'm still so mad I couldn't enjoy Animal Crossing when it came out because that dumb-ass one island restriction. My sister and brother both got a Switch console of their own,
it's
like,
still a
later.
It's still a thing.
It's always going to be a thing now. The next Animal Crossing's still going to have it. I guarantee it will. Because it gets people to buy new consoles. Because they came out with the Switch Lite soon after. And that blew up, I guarantee, in large part because of that.
It's not going to hit as hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Animal Crossing came out at the fucking perfect time. You combine that with the fact it had, like, its own Barbenheimer type of marketing from fans with Doom releasing the same day. Combine that with COVID, it's just the perfect storm. You know, there's literally no recreating that ever for either of those games. Although Animal Crossing definitely, you know, got the bigger boost, I'd say. Not that Doom didn't, because Doom was peak. That was the one I did get to enjoy, ironically enough. The one no one talks about now. That was the one I got to enjoy because it didn't have some stupid dumbass restriction. I
still need to beat Doom Eternal. I played Doom 2016 and I fucking loved that
I know.
game.
I loved Eternal, but I have not played 2016 and I never picked up DLC because it was so expensive. So I want to go back and actually play the game and maybe pick up the DLC if it's cheaper now. I don't want to drop $40 on a DLC though. It was something like that. It was awful.
And I played 2016 on the Switch and it ran surprisingly well.
Yeah, I bought it on Steam like a while ago because it was on sale, and now it's just sitting in my backlog waiting for me to actually do it. So maybe I'll stream that sometime. And I'll do that.
Oh,
yeah, I'll stream that. You should stream Eternal.
I should. I actually do want to stream. I do want to dive into that game.
Yeah, it's fucking peak. There's one enemy that sucks ass and I hate, and they're awful. They have an axe. I don't remember what they are though. So if you see a big guy with an axe,
I think I know what you're talking about. I think
scream
in
and cry.
2016 too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Maybe, but I thought the specific one was like an Eternal exclusive, or they were brought over from like an old game but completely revamped. I don't know. Maybe they were. But I remember people talking about him at the time, and I was not alone in despising him. Because he requires you to change up how you play the game from every other enemy in the game. So when they start putting him in rooms with other guys like it, oh god. But yeah, other than that, peak.
Yeah. And what else did I get into during lockdown?
Because there's so much stuff I keep forgetting I did. Like, you mentioned Tower Unite earlier. I was like, oh, yeah, that was.
Oh, I didn't even mention Tower Unite. Yeah, that too.
Anything Monkey Crew, really.
Yeah.
Monkey Rap, we did so much more survival stuff.
No. Broken Picture Film?
Oh, shit, it was. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think of more. Nintendo didn't have, again, Origami King is what started my rabbit hole into fucking Bug Fable mania, which I'm sure I don't need to regale you with. But that came out because I was like,
just announce shit.
Yeah,
on Twitter, no warning beforehand.
Yeah, because they didn't have
waking up to Pikmin 3 for, coming to the Nintendo Switch, and I was fucking freaking out.
Pikmin 3, was that part of the 2020? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, they just. I woke up and they just announced that. And I was freaking out. That was. Yeah. They're still fucking releasing fucking DLC fighters for Smash Brothers in too.
Yeah, Smash Fighters were going up until like 2021, 2022. That lasted a long time. I never really think about that. But that lasted like 4 years. That lasted longer than the hype cycle for the actual game. Which I guess isn't that insane, but I feel like it should be.
Yeah.
I don't know, that was the first Smash game I was ever really a part of the hype cycle for. I owned 3DS, but only because you talked me into buying it. I played it like 5 minutes and then didn't get it and never touched it again.
Oh, it's Smash for 3DS?
Yeah.
You clearly didn't try Smash Run.
I probably didn't. I don't think I tried much, because I couldn't understand what the menus were and things weren't really conveyed, so I just clicked on the first big button I saw, went there, didn't understand it, didn't like what was there, and didn't bother playing the rest. Fuck.
The Smash menus suck.
I'm just gonna let him get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can officially say the whole reason I never got into Smash Bros. As a franchise is because the 3DS had bad menu, and no one can stop me. And it's not because I have bad taste. You can't say that. But yeah, no. The best part of a Smash game for me is the hype cycle, and I got to experience that with Ultimate, which was magical. Fucking Piranha Plant being announced. Oh my god, I cummed.
Yeah, I remember all of that. I remember fucking being pissed when they announced Violet.
Everyone was pissed. I was just shocked.
I don't even give a shit.
Yeah, I didn't care because I was kind of under at that point.
I was so fucking salty then. Like I remember I had to like.
I guarantee.
I was just like moping the whole fucking school day after that.
It's so funny.
I was in class with Nick. He's like, dude, are you okay? And I'm like, no. Like, why? What do you think? It's fucking Violet. Because that was the last fighter. They were hyping that up.
They had announced I think they had announced the second pass a little bit before then.
I'm not okay.
But it was so funny the way they did that. Like all four were like third-party reps. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be Banjo, it's gonna be Steve, it's gonna be Master Chief."
They announced that during like Terry Bogard,
Yeah. And
I'm not okay, Nick.
It's so funny. Like, he knew what he was doing. Sakurai knew damn well what he was doing, putting it as the 5th one there, labeled as the last for that first batch. I don't think he ever intended for it to be the last.
I played as Violet, and he was actually kind of fun. Oh my god.
I was never really mad at the time, because at that point I wasn't playing the game anyway. The game had come out, and I realized it wasn't for me. But I knew this was, like, the second that I saw a medieval character, I was like, oh god. Oh no, that's a Fire Emblem character, isn't it? Oh god, oh no. Everybody's already screaming at their mics at this exact second across the world. Fucking every Switch or Nintendo Direct viewer right now is in unison screaming at their camera, no! Please no! And it was. And I could feel the second that so many people's souls died. And I could tell that Sakurai was fucking smiling at that exact second. Wherever he was happy. He was fucking happy.
It didn't make that video. The guy's like, stop this! Stop this! He's got the fucking glowing sword.
Oh god. What other Nintendo games came out in 2020? Was there? I just remember Origami King.
Deluxe.
Yeah. There wasn't much. I mean, there was the Mario stuff, but nothing new. 35 blew up for a bit, and then Nintendo decided not to roll with that and shut it down because, oh, it's limited time, even though we gained nothing by making it that.
Oh yeah, that was the whole Mario anniversary.
Yeah, no, that blew.
In general,
I kind of wish they just hadn't celebrated the anniversary at all. I would prefer they just never ported those games.
They announced Bowser's Fury then.
Oh, that's true. That was the Mario game that year.
But they didn't reveal anything about it in that presentation.
Yeah, there was that. There was Hyrule Warriors 2, the Breath of the Wild, Age of Calamity, the bad one.
It did allow me to play Mario Galaxy again. So even though it was tied to that shitty fucking collection, but it did let me play that game again.
I need to sit down and actually play it. I tried playing it, and I don't know.
So good.
I didn't like the planet controls.
What?
Sorry.
I mean, it's kind of something you need to get used to it.
Probably. I didn't play much of it, but I don't know. I just couldn't. In the opening bits, I did not like it. It just didn't feel fun, and I just felt like I was going level to level with nothing in between, and I could not get into it. I'm sorry. I can acknowledge it's an incredible game. I can acknowledge it is really good, and I can see why people loved it, but it wasn't doing anything for me. Maybe it's just because, again, I was surrounded by the shitty, game, or the collection, and all that shit. And I was just feeling negative about the package as a whole, because it was basically just nothing, and I tried the other two games and also felt dead inside trying to play them, which I think is a common opinion for Sunshine, but I think that was the one I enjoyed most.
Yeah, maybe I should stream Mario Galaxy as well.
Yeah, show me why it's peak. I want to love it.
I will show you why it's peak.
Introduce to me.
I tried getting to Sunshine. I couldn't get into that one. Yeah,
I didn't really get into any of them, but Sunshine was probably the one I committed the most time to, just because I really like the setting and stuff. I like the setting. I like the worlds off in the distance. I like how interconnected it feels, and the story's actually kind of interesting at first.
Yeah, wasn't super into the level design.
No, yeah, that's what turned me off eventually. Was that. And I knew there was a pachinko level down the line that I did not want to do. I just decided to cut my losses. I decided to cut my losses early. I think I got to one of the
Mario 64 levels. A bit.
Yeah,
I got to
it's a 64 game. They're really hard to get into now, just control-wise. I know, again, you say that in the wrong crowd, you will be beheaded on the spot, but it's true. Galaxy, I get being beheaded. That one I totally am ready to be beheaded for.
You're just bad at the game. You're just bad.
And then I press the A button and Mario jumps off a cliff.
Yeah, I'm bad at the game. I know that. But it doesn't change the fact that
it's a game made for consoles.
Really aged well.
Yeah, it's a game made for a controller that looks like a fucking trident. I don't think it's gonna work too well.
I say that, and I say that, then I complete Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, I say that, and I'll play the shit out of Ocarina of Time. But I fully acknowledge the only reason I can get as into Ocarina as I can is because I grew up with it. Majora hasn't hit me in the same way Ocarina has, not even close, and that's because I grew up with Ocarina. So everything that is just second nature to me. And I imagine it's pretty similar to you with Banjo. It's just N64 games are in that weird niche where, unlike SNES and GameCube, they don't really have that timelessness to them, unfortunately, beyond just nostalgia. Yeah. You kind of had to be there, or you have to play a remaster that basically changes the entire control scheme to enough of an extent that it's basically a new game. Not every game,
Mario's that
but yeah.
There's so much other fucking 3D Mario games to play that are
it's
way
impossible not to compare them with, even if it's unfair, it's impossible not to with the context that I have. And God, I just hate how he controls in 64. I know it's something you need to master, but that's just it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is that you had to be there. I wasn't there, so I'm not going to get into it. I'm sorry. I can see why it's masterful. I'm not denying that.
The main thing I can't get into when replaying those old 64 games is the fucking camera.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's... Yeah.
Even with fucking Banjo-Kazooie, when I beat that, the camera just... It doesn't help.
No, yeah. Same with Ocarina. I can work around it because I'm used to it, but it still irks me coming from Breath of the Wild to Ocarina. And oh yeah, that the left stick, or the right stick, that's not a fucking camera. That controls your fucking items. But obviously it wasn't like that in the N64 controller, but again, trident-shaped controller to a modern-day Pro controller isn't going to be that smooth, unfortunately.
Though even some games today have terrible fucking cameras.
Nah, I guess it's never really gonna go away.
Yeah, I remember fucking Ukulele had an abysmal fucking camera.
God, oh my! I remember Ukulele. I was so hyped to sit down and play that. It was like a new 3D platform. This will be peak, and then I hated it. I just sat there stone-faced. I hated it.
I thought the first world was fine. I liked that.
It was a mess. I couldn't find where anything was. It was so cool.
It was kind of basic, but I was having fun with it.
I was enjoying a bit of like the tutorial-esque area, so maybe that's the same thing. I don't really remember because I haven't played it since like 2018 or so. And I got the Switch port.
Oh, the tutorial is cool. I kind of dig with the vibe of Ukulele.
Yeah, I get what
it's kind of similar to Banjo, but it's different enough.
Yeah, and I like all that stuff.
Once I got to the second world, it just fell off.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the second world. It was. I think it was
the factory?
Ice World?
Oh, no, I didn't get that far.
Yeah, no, it was...
I remember I got to like a part with a cloud race that I had to do, and I tried it twice and hated it, and decided, yeah, I'm not playing this game anymore. So...
Yeah.
That's the thing, I will give up on games pretty early if I'm not feeling that.
Is that what it's called? Ukulele Impossible Lair?
Yeah, the second one. I've heard that one's great.
I heard that one's good.
I never picked it up because I'm not big on 2D usually, but... I heard that one's incredible, and it looks really good.
It sucks that it's sad that they didn't try again.
I don't think it sold very well. I don't think either sold very well. I think the second one also bombs. They ended up just shutting down the IP. I don't even know if the studio still exists. I think they do. I hope so. But yeah.
They made a new like. I think they're still up. They made a crocodile. They made like an alligator game. Yeah, they made a Circus game.
Oh my god.
I bought that.
I need to play it.
He plays a little Circus, and it's like, it's cute. You run around and you're like...
Oh, little gator game?
Like, yeah.
I own that. I haven't played it, but I own that. It's another backlog game.
I played a bit of it.
Humble Bundle.
I haven't played much of it, but it's a cute little game.
No, I've been meaning to play that. I recently played a game called Here Comes Nico, which is a 3D platformer. It's by the same publisher, not devs, but publisher that did A Hat in Time, and I know that because there's a Hat in Time cameo in there, but it's a really fun, cozy little 3D platformer game. No real enemies or anything, but it's that same kind of style, and I really enjoyed that. It was a fun little indie game that I had fun with. So.
I need to play Hat in Time fully as well.
Oh my god, that's my favorite 3D platformer. Sorry, Odyssey, but I love. Again, I played that one before Odyssey, but yes. I don't go in expecting it to be better than Odyssey, probably not.
Maybe I should stream that too.
I would say though, because it's peak, and I love it. I love it. I love Odyssey, but
I love Odyssey.
Hey, want to hear my pea shooter idea?
Odyssey,
sure, shoot. Give me shoot your pea shooter idea in the comments, Moonboy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Odyssey. Too many moons. I'm sorry. I know that's a bad criticism that people don't like hearing, but too many moons. There's too many basic ones, and you can buy them, and eventually it's the same problem. I'm working on a Tears of the Kingdom video, and I have a whole section dedicated to this, but if you give the player the choice to skip something, they're going to skip it, and it's not the player's fault. It's like giving a player a shotgun and telling them, okay, don't use this. Hologram pea shoots peas that change depending on the zombies in his lane. Ooh, that's neat. Like a minecart. Would you choose? Well, I guess it would just go to like the nearest one, like a lawnmower kind of thing, in Plants vs Zombies 3. But not that, because this actually sounds cool. And Plants vs Zombies 3 is not that. There should be a hologram pea. We have a hologram walnut. Well, not now. There's a hologram nut in the next update. The old version? Yes, I'm playing the old version.
But yeah, I really love Odyssey, but.
Yeah. Again,
I do recognize a lot of the complaints people have.
Yeah. And just comparatively, I don't know how controversial this is. I kind of prefer Hat Kid's movement than Mario. I think it's just because it's so much more. It's very different. Again, I don't think you could do that movement with Mario. It would not work. It's trying to be different on purpose.
I see what you mean.
But I just like how the dash feels.
It's faster than Mario.
Yeah. That dash. I love the.
I think Galaxy's my favorite 3D Mario.
That's fair.
But
I love
Odyssey comes to a close second.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just fuck with the vibe with that game.
Yeah, for me, yeah, Hat in Time, I fuck with the
Odyssey.
vibe. That's one. I think that's one that won me over. Like Mafia Town as a
I
first
really
world.
like the capture mechanic.
Oh, I love
I
that
wish
though.
they fucking made a DLC or something.
I
A new
know.
update.
This is pre
So it's fucking
1.7,
Luigi's
right?
Balloon World. Why did they make a fucking sequel? Why did they make a sequel like Mario Galaxy 2? Why the fuck? There's so much more you can do with that idea. They didn't do it.
They're gonna go back and make Super Mario Universe in the Wii U. But yeah, this is pre 1.7. This is like the old version with the old maps before Far Future was added. Reg 16. But yeah. No.
But yeah, I will say I did collect most of the moons. I think I collected all of them until I got to
God.
The Toadette shit.
No.
You talk to that stupid bitch to like give you like this random list of like
Odyssey's
things you need to do.
Someone
Like,
commented.
you need to jump.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah. Like you're not meant to get them all.
Trillion times.
This is a problem with
You
Breath
get
of
this
the
moon.
Wild and Odyssey. You're not meant to 100% it, and if you do, you will actively hate the game. Because it's meant to be, oh, if you do this, you get a moon. Or you can not do it and get a moon some other way. That's the idea. It's meant that kind of mobile pick-up-and-play kind of way. Because, you know, Switch. They did this with all their games this generation. That's what the Korok Seeds are in Breath and Tears. You're not meant to do all of them. You're meant to do one or another. But what Nintendo fails to understand is that people are going to do them all. There are going to be that crowd that just has to. The completionists... And I'm not one. Dear God, no. But there are people that just feel they need to complete a game to complete the game.
I gave up being a completionist
Yeah.
a long time ago.
This is probably the worst era of Nintendo for a completionist.
That's
Moons after the main story become way too tedious. They do. There's so many moon rock moons that you can only get after completing the main story. That are the most basic shit. Just there's one like in the Hat Kingdom or Cap Kingdom where you just have to go like over to some area with a flying Goomba and just collect it. And that's post game for some reason. Like that should be a tutorial moon. Like why?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I know which one you're talking about.
Why is that a post game? It's so random and just okay. We need the again. They set a quota and they had to meet it, so the quality suffered. And as a result, there are a lot of really stinky moons if you don't go out of the way and get some of the cool ones, which half the time you're not gonna know about if you're new. Which most people playing the game are. Again, it's a great experience, and you're still going to experience a lot of really cool moons just from the story. But I can see how it would have hindered a lot of people, and on replay, it's very easy to just go for the easy moons. And as a result, I have a much less fun time playing it on replay than I did on my first time. That being said, nothing is going to top that fucking T-Rex encounter in the fucking undergrowth of Steam Kingdom when it just like, what's that now? Oh my fucking god! That I've never been that scared in my life. It's awake. I didn't think they could do that. I didn't think that was allowed or possible. And it was awake and it was chasing me. I was scared out of my fucking mind. I loved it.
That was
God. I want to see
that.
that again. Bring that back. Don't make it like again. Big.
That was a highlight.
Yeah.
And like it was like the Dark Room Challenge.
Yeah, there's like a couple of instances you could find it, but the first one I found was like underneath the Steam Kingdom. If you jump off the side, I'd argue the art moons from Darker Side of the Moon are the worst. Like I like hint art, but not when they throw like 15 of them at you at once. Yeah, I don't know. Again, those are ones that again you're meant to do if you want to. They don't expect people to complete them all, and they fail to take into account that people are going to want to complete them all. So yeah, I'm mixed on the hint art because again, I'm totally not the kind of person that would go into it, but I can see that very, very niche amount of people that would be interested in that. And I think it's cool they cater to that, but as a result of completionists existing, that also means a lot of people that aren't going to want to do it are going to feel the need to do it. I think the big thing that Nintendo needs to do in the next generation is just hold back on the quantity that they've been going for in their games. Next Mario, I only want like 120 collectibles max. Less, maybe. Give me 80. Give me less than 64. Just make those super high quality. That'd be cool. Yeah. Breath of the Wild. If I see another 120 shrines or more tiers, I am going to scream. I like the shrines. I do not like 120 of them in really bad dungeons. You know, it's that quantity over quality approach, and now that they've done it, I fear what they're going to say is, well, we have to go bigger. We can't go smaller.
Yeah.
No, this next Zelda game, it's going to take 9 years to make, not 7. No, we need 200 moons minimum, probably 300, or 300 shrines. We need 2,000 moons in the next game, or whatever it is that time. 2,000 suns. I don't think we've collected suns yet, have we? We've done stars, we've done moons, we've done brights.
Wait, no, shine sprites.
Yeah, shine sprites. That's basically suns.
Just suns.
Shit.
Yeah.
We haven't done black holes yet. Collect black holes. I don't know.
They're gonna make the next Mario game open world. I guarantee.
If they do it like Bowser's Fury, I'm here for it.
They probably will.
And I love Bowser's Fury. Okay, I want to say Bowser's Fury. Oh my god, was that incredible! It was that T-Rex encounter, but a whole game. Fucking, like,
yeah.
Oh my god. The only thing that I could have made it better is if they went in with some actual story element, but again, it's Mario. You don't need that. I get why they don't. Bowser's colored over with a crayon or something.
It is like a...
It's a test.
Like a test.
But, like, as a test, holy shit.
But it is a good...
That was worth the $60.
Really fucking good test.
Because 3D World is another game I didn't get into. I'm sorry. I know it's peak. I couldn't get into it. I think
That's not really that unpopular of an opinion.
Is it not? I don't know. I think
a lot of people didn't really... They didn't hate it, but a lot of people didn't like 3D World when it came out. Because... I guess it just wasn't... People wanted...
Yeah.
People wanted like a grand 3D Mario game, and it was kind of basic. But over time, people definitely appreciate it more. I like it. It's a fun time. That's a game... I think that's a game you need to play with friends.
That would either make me love it more or fucking despise it, and I'm so curious to find out which. We did 880 moons, now we need 4,000 black holes. Yeah,
we try to play yeah. Remember we tried to fucking play Super Mario Wonder with like Bree and Charlie, who just like
didn't get it. Yeah, they said that the graphics in Wonder looked identical to the Wii U game, and I wanted to strangle them.
I wanted to fucking
Like, I get they could have maybe gone further with the visuals, but like the visuals are still good. Yeah. I'm still happy. I'm taking what I can get. I don't want them to ever go back.
I will say just like the new Super Mario Bros. Kill you! I'm gonna burn you!
We are going to burn you! Yeah, that's the point where I turned into one of those people that strangles you if you say that 64 is outdated and just kind of good and not great. It's the only moment that I've turned into that. No, you ate my bloomerang, you bitch! Fuck. No. But I will say, stemming off of Mario... Oh, shit. Fuck. He's still alive. Fuck. Stemming off of Mario visuals being cool now, Nintendo's taking chances with Mario again. I mean, obviously, we got... Literally yesterday, we got Thousand Year Door Remaster. I've been playing through it. It's peak. It's awesome. I love it. It's like if they took Bug Fables and made it Mario. It's crazy. But, shit, hold on. Okay. And then we had RPG coming back. Also, Luigi's Balloons. I don't know why I bothered getting all 50 stars in that mode. There's 50. What? Oh, you get congratulations, to Luigi, in a gold balloon. You can get stars in Luigi's Balloon World, or is that like a separate balloons?
You do like Luigi's challenges.
Oh God, I can only imagine. I played it for like 2 days.
Remember when we played that for a bit?
Yeah.
We all did like that one exploit.
That one exploit in Donkey or Kong City, whatever.
I was like, dude, how the fuck did you do that? And I just realized you just needed to like roll into it.
Yeah, I just like looked it up. It was like so clever. I was like, oh, I looked this up and found the answer. Oh my God, I'm so clever.
And I did one where you need to like jump off a building.
Yeah.
Or something. And that was it was fun for like 3 days.
It was fun for like 3 days, and then I started to realize, oh, well, this is kind of it, though. It was such a weird, like, why was that a post-launch thing? Why was that not just in the game? That's so weird.
It's a fun thing, I guess. But
yeah. Well, you know what's even weird is
they were so much.
Yeah. They were doing, like, costumes, too, post-launch. Like, they were adding new costumes. And I remember for a while I'd go in, work up coins, and go buy them for no other reason than to own them, because I liked using the photo mode, so maybe for that, but it was so strange.
I just like cosmetics.
Yeah, it's like, why are you getting those post-launch, though? Like, that's not the Balloon World at least brought people back for like 3 days.
I don't know why they didn't just do like a.
Oh my god! Pop 800 balloons. Pop 800 balloons in one of the challenges. God. Jesus Christ, you did. Oh, my heart goes out to you, Reg 16. Oh my god, that is awful. Yeah, again, they do not take into account completionists, so this has been an awful era for completionists and amazing era for everyone else. And I'm so sorry to any completionists out there. I'm not saying that's an insult. I'm genuinely sorry, because it's like, yeah. Again,
should have just made a fucking DLC. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Fucking Isle of Nino.
Yeah, it's on the map!
It was right fucking there!
I mean,
it was right there! You could have had Peak.
On one hand, part of me kind of respects them not doing DLC, because in general, I have not been that big of a fan. Well, okay, I've liked the Splatoon DLCs, but other than that, I have not been a big fan of the Nintendo DLCs. I think they've been very expensive for what they offer. Hell, even Side Order, which I love, is not worth $25. Yeah. And they're trying to charge that because, like, oh, well, you also get this. It's a 5-hour experience. You're meant to replay it, but there's not enough content to warrant it. There's a 5-hour experience that's worth, like, 15. I could maybe stretch for 20, 25 now.
Wait till you hear experiences with Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh, God, I could have... Yeah, that was such a fun game to play through and never touch again. I can only imagine. Yeah. I've been wanting to replay that recently, actually.
I loved the main story.
Yeah.
And I got to the part... Then I got to, like...
I hated...
We need to collect all the crystals or whatever. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I did complete it, and I loved it, but... There was one boss that I hated in, like, the sand floor. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember being furious in that floor for some reason. I don't remember why. I just know I was.
I really like the bosses for Luigi's Mansion.
I like most of them. I think it was just there was one that I really hated. I don't remember who, though.
It was... I didn't like the pool boss. I remember that was really annoying to me for some reason.
Yeah, I don't remember any... I need to replay that game. I've been wanting to. I'm going to stream that someday. Got a capture card. I'm going to do that because I really want to play that.
My favorite is still the fucking, like, director.
Movie? Yeah!
You could just choose to, like, spare him or, like, kill him. That was fucking insane.
I killed his ass. Because I thought they'd bring him back. No, he died. He was gone.
I can't believe that was actually the thing they did.
I'm so happy they did, though. That was awesome. That was incredible. Oh, my God.
Such a silly game. I love it.
I know. It's gonna... Well... It's weird because they're doing Luigi's Mansion 2 right now, and I think it's just like half my playthrough is in online mode. Oh god, online mode is required for 100% completion in LM3. That's the DLC. I just remembered that. They did a DLC for Luigi's Mansion 3, and it was online only stuff. Like, why? That was like so weird.
Air tower, whatever.
Yeah, I never even touched it because I didn't have online at the time that it came out, and I didn't care enough to, and I didn't buy the DLC. I don't know anyone who did, because like it's cool.
Was it DLC? I thought it was like paid. Free, like,
maybe it was free. Really? I never even opened the game after being, so maybe it was free, but I want to say it was paid. Ooh, I'd have to check, so I'm not gonna. Ooh, a broadside. I'm not gonna commit to saying it was paid, but it might have been. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, I'm the only Nintendo DLC from this era that has truly been worth the money and more was Octo Expansion. And maybe Smash. I don't know. Yeah. It's like $5 a character. Yeah. Judge if you think that's worth it. I don't, but again, I'm not playing the game much.
I just bought fucking Founders Pass 1 and 2.
I don't know, $20 for 5. I guess that's better, but I don't know. Again, I'm not playing the game, so I'm not the best person to judge it. So, be your own judge, but I could see the argument for that it's not or that it is. Because, again, the content is cool. It's just, again, price-wise. Which is my problem with Side Order. Yeah. It's really good. I'm not sure it's worth $25. Literally just shave $5 off and you're solid. Fucking the first game's Plaza is not worth $5.
What do you even do? Is there anything even to do with the Plaza for the first game?
It's just another Plaza. Fuck, I resized the page and I'm seeing it show up in the stream now. That's weird. Yeah, no, it's just another Plaza, because, again, the second game, you can also get the second game's Plaza once you complete Side Order one time. So you get both Plazas eventually, but it's like, there's not really a reason, it's just quicker than the 3 Plaza, because the 3 Plaza is so large. But it was a very strange addition. Again, I think it was just there, so that they could justify making it more expensive. And it's not worth it. Like, I used the first game Plaza, but only because it's slightly quicker to get to where I need to go. Trying to resize.
I never were like I tried getting to Splatoon, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's again, I think that's a game you do. It's a very specific crowd that it's going for, and I was just there for it. I never thought I'd like it. And also, I bought the DLC so that I could reliably get the 12 costume-specific ghosts. Otherwise, you're reliant on people wearing a specific costume and hoping the game you... Oh, shit. So you need the DLC, or have someone play with someone else who owns the DLC to get... Yeah, so apparently it was bought for Luigi's Mansion 3. I was right, and you were wrong. Get fucked. Oh. Sorry, that was mean. But
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I just
yeah.
never... I don't remember hearing it being a paid DLC.
Yeah, I don't know. I vaguely remember hearing it, and then nobody talked about it again because everybody just collectively agreed. I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Except for again, apparently it's required for completionists. So yeah, they kind of had to if they wanted to, and that's just cruel.
Make an actual story expansion, and people give a shit. Like,
you know, I actually have one really funny story about Luigi's Mansion 3. Inside, I went through the entire game accidentally never collecting a single boo, including the tutorial boo. Because you can just walk away. I didn't find it. I didn't look that hard because I didn't know what was going on, so I just kind of walked away, and they let you. So you can just not collect the tutorial boo, and I never found another one throughout the game. I was like, why aren't boos in the game? That's so weird. And I only had to look it up later, like, oh, they are. I just missed every single one, including the DLC one, or the tutorial one, by accident. I'm not mad about that. They look kind of annoying to get anyway, but, and again, I'm not a completionist, but I just think that's funny. So in my next playthrough, I'm going to get every single one, despite my past self. Beyond that, I very visibly remember buying Luigi's Mansion 3 with, I mean, I had some money for it already, but a little bit extra that I got from mowing the lawn and being really excited while mowing the lawn. It's like, oh, I'm going to get that extra $20 and then I can go buy the game. I'm so excited. And then I watched Scoob later that day and I hated it and my mood was ruined forever because I saw Scoob and it was not good.
Fucking Scoob. Yeah. Oh, what a horrible fucking movie.
Yeah. No, I was hyped for that. I thought, because we get at the time, the worst movie that studio had made was Lego Ninjago movie, and that movie's funny as hell, alright? It's got its problems, but that movie's very underrated. No, yeah, Scoob was awful. It was their first solid bomb. Like, before that,
the trailer came out, I was like, this could be good.
Yeah.
The animation looks nice. Not too big on the voice actors, but it can probably grow on me. Then more trailers came out.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what. I think the Captain Hawk or whatever his fucking name is, dabbed.
I don't remember.
And of course that one fucking ad.
Yeah.
You can call me
Dick. That's the thing I remember that movie for now. That's all I bothered to remember.
That's what killed it for me.
Yeah. That and that they made Scooby-Doo a fucking deity in the movie's lore. I got so fed up with stealing the online exclusive ghost that I developed a strategy: join a game, about to reach a boss ghost, disconnect from game, catch boss ghost, repeat. Honestly, fair. When you're fucked over like that, fair. Oh, I don't have enough stars. I can buy it now.
Oh, yeah. What do you think the next Nintendo console is going to be?
I think it's going to just straight up be... Okay. I think it's going to be another Switch in that you can use current Joy-Cons, you can use backwards compatibility game-wise. You know, it's basically just what the Wii was to the Wii, but it's going to be marketed and named very differently, and it's going to look visually different somehow. Like, I think the new Joy-Cons, you can still use old Joy-Cons, but the new ones will have, like, some colored buttons or something, because they've been doing that a lot in their games. Colored button prompts. Like, Mario RPG did that. You can see colored button prompts for some reason, even though the Switch doesn't offer that in any of its base controllers. People are saying that's why they're going to call it the Super Switch, is because Super Nintendo Entertainment System was the last console to do that, or at least it was one that did that.
Super Switcheroo.
I will say, if they call it the Super Switch, I think it's going to bomb. That's an awful name. They should not call it the Super Switch. They should just call it the Switch 2. They won't, because they're using it as the code name, but they should just call it the Switch 2. PlayStation's been doing that. It's like the one reliable way to make people know it's a new console, or just call it something entirely new, but they're not going to do that because they don't want to abandon the Switch brand. So, they're going to pull a Wii U, but I think they're going to try and do it very, very carefully. Like, I think they are going to very much try and avoid that while doing basically what the Wii U was for the Switch. Luigi's Mansion 3 just puts you in your own little lobby, disconnect from the internet rather than just ending your game. Yeah. Oh wait, there's an emoji covering it. If you disconnect. Oh, okay. Rick Dick Scoop 2020. That's true. That was a real quote. Because Rick and Morty was in there. But
you can call me Dick.
They should have a game on the Switch too called Dick. But I think the big thing with the Switch 2 is it needs to have some massive game launch day next 3D Mario. Guarantee. Yes. That's it. I guarantee.
Probably. Yeah.
We're not going to see it in this June Direct, but I think in like September or so we'll get a Switch 2 presentation just like we did with the Switch 1 a month before in like October or no a month. I think in October we'll probably get this. I don't know. Whenever the Switch 1 was revealed, that's going to be the month they reveal Switch 2 this year. They're going to repeat that marketing verbatim, but it's just going to be a new Switch. I think they'll probably call it the Super Switch, and it honestly probably won't make it fail. I think the Switch 2 will be successful, but I don't think it's going to be as big as the Switch was. But it will be big enough to, be considered a success, hold its own few years.
Dude, I think it's going to be something like new Nintendo Switch. And if they do that, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, no, because they'd be shooting themselves in the foot. They won't, I hope, because they haven't done that since, they haven't done that since the 3DS, Nintendo. But it is Nintendo.
It's Nintendo, you never know.
Also, would you like to know how to get premium plants for free? Ooh, how do I get them for free? As long as it doesn't require a virus, I'm all in. I'm playing on a emulator, so there's probably a way to do it, honestly, but just pick down the right APK, but I don't want to go click dodgy APKs. I felt risky enough downloading this version of the game. Unless it's like a exploit in the game, in which case, yes, spill me the deets. Because I want to use my fucking Snow Pea, please. I'm going to use my squash, my $2.99 squash. It might be. Yeah, I'm using BlueStacks 5? Yeah, BlueStacks 5.6. I didn't read what the challenges were. Don't plant on the mold colonies and don't lose any lawnmowers. Okie dokie. Where the shit? Come back video game. There we go. Okay, I can avoid that.
Yeah, I think their launch title is definitely going to be on the.
That's the big thing. They need good games.
And I can see.
And they need to market it not at kids like the Wii U. If they can do those two things, I think they're fine, even if they pick a dumb name. As long as they can make it clear this is a new console.
Metroid Prime 4 has to be coming soon, right?
I think it's gonna be year one. I don't think it's gonna be launch day. It'll be Switch and Switch 2.
Yeah, I can see that being like
it's gonna be like I should say what I think they're gonna do, and I've heard a few people parroting this, so I'm kind of going off of that. Is I don't think they're gonna kill the Switch immediately. I don't think they're gonna do like the harsh jump cut like they did with the Wii U to the Switch. No. I think they're gonna ease in. And what I think they're gonna do, because I've been hearing people saying the Switch 2 is surprisingly more powerful than they were thinking. Not like insane, but more than they thought.
Yeah.
Like to make it more expensive. I think the Switch 2 is gonna launch at like a $450 price tag. And then they'll do a price cut in the Switch 1. They'll milk the Switch 1 for everything it's worth while getting the hardcore Nintendo fans satisfied with the Switch 2. Then they'll do a price cut in the Switch 2, start selling it at a loss. Then they'll start letting that blow up with more games coming in and fully transition over. So I think we'll have like a year or two transitional, like the 3DS into the Switch, kind of. You're going to need an app like CX File Explorer. I think I have CX File Explorer.
You need to edit your pp.dat file.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't crash. pp.dat. So edit the pp.dat. Flags as a plant.
There's probably a tutorial on YouTube you can watch for that.
Alright, I'll probably do that off stream, but I'll look into that. pp.dat. I'll keep that in mind. I'll just look back in the stream because I'm saying it now. pp.dat, so I have something visual. Oh, look, it's paused. Actually, I can just go off when I minimize the game there because that showed up on stream. Perfect. Yeah, no, I'll do that off stream and try to get those guys. Because, yeah, if it's just going in and editing a file, like a notepad file or something, then yeah, that should be simple enough. No downloads required. Awesome. Okay, I'll pick my damn plants now because I'm being slow. Yeah, I want coconut cannon. I think... What was I just saying? Yeah, they're going to ease into the Switch 2. Because the Switch is still selling gangbusters. Like, that console is not
the Switch is way too successful.
It is. They would be fools to cut it off immediately.
Yeah.
So I think they're not going to do like an Xbox where all their games are on both consoles. Like, Switch 2 is going to launch with a Switch 2 exclusive game, but there will be games that come out on both. Like, Metroid Prime 4 was marketed as a Switch game. That's going to come out on a Switch and Switch 2. It's going to be a Breath of the Wild type thing, like, they kind of have to. Why not? People are going to be playing it there. There's actually an install base. There's actually incentive. They might release it first on the Switch too. They did that with Twilight Princess back in the Wii and the GameCube. Yeah. They released it like a month later for the GameCube, so that people would buy a Wii. They might do that. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if they just do the Breath of the Wild both in the same day thing, though. I feel like that would be simpler and incur less angry people, because they will get angry people if they do it the other way. Assuming the pre-1.7 version use pp.dat files. I assume they do. I'd be shocked if the older versions are harder to mod than the newer versions. But yeah, no, I'm expecting. Oh, sorry.
Didn't the leak say it was like slightly better than a PS4?
I heard a leak recently saying it's better than the PS4 Pro. I don't know how believable that is because Switch 2 leaks.
Damn.
But yeah, that would put it like.
I remember people were like fucking talking shit about that. Like, dude,
that's pretty good. Yeah, who needs beyond that? I don't need beyond the current Switch. Honestly, I'm content here.
I can play my Tears of the Kingdoms. I'm happy. Fucking I can barely tell the difference between fucking PS5 graphics and PS4 graphics. Honestly.
I can hardly tell the difference between PS3 and 5 because it's so minimal. You have to look at the main characters
that's a bit much.
I mean, okay, I can tell the difference. I guess a better way of saying is I don't care. The games run basically equally is good for me.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, there's worse render distances.
But even if you do care about that, dude, the PS4 still looks good.
Yeah. In general, I tend to prefer Nintendo's games when they go more small scale. So honestly, them being below PS5 is not a criticism for me. Yeah, it could be cool to see a Zelda game taking advantage of all that in 90 years. So, 2 Zelda games from now. But I'm content where I'm at. I don't think we need to go any further, and if it's only going to make it more expensive, what's the benefit? Okay, you know what was so dumb that I've heard about recently? People are boycotting the Thousand Year Door remake. You want to know why? Because it's not 60 FPS. A turn-based RPG game is not 60 FPS, so they aren't buying it.
Who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck cares? Yeah, who is that? I don't want to call you morons because your opinion is that a game needs to be fast, even though the whole point of the game is that it's turn-based and you do it at your own pace. But what the fuck is wrong with you? I genuinely can't comprehend. I haven't looked at the arguments, so maybe it's a good one. But as someone who's been playing through the game, I cannot fathom why. You do not need that faster reaction time for the button commands. You do not. 30 FPS is fine. If you can even notice the difference between 60 FPS and 30 FPS without really looking for it, that's shocking to me because I can't. You could show me a 29 FPS fucking game and I probably wouldn't know. I mean, it's a 1 FPS difference, but once you get to 24 and above, you don't really care. It's moving. Why? I didn't hear about this crowd for. I mean, maybe Tears did run at 60. I'm assuming it didn't. Maybe it did. I don't think it did. But maybe it did. But I didn't hear them coming out of the woodworks for that, or Breath, or any other game. No, it's this specifically. A remake of a GameCube game.
FPS isn't the thing yet.
Yeah, it's a remake of a GameCube game.
The thing I expected the game to be boycotted for.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be because of Vivian.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's another reason. I'm sure that's another fucking
No, yeah, I bet, actually, you know what? You're probably right. The fucking FPS is probably what they're using as an excuse. That crowd. That are probably using that as the excuse.
Yeah.
We're not, I swear, we're not evil. We just, don't like low FPS in our video games. It goes back to playing Starfield at 30 FPS. The game that was marketed as being an exclusive to the most powerful console ever, and yet they had to handicap it to the fucking Series S because every game has to be compatible in both. So what's the point of the world's most powerful console if no game is allowed to take advantage of it? Sorry. Xbox makes me say things.
Might be because the original was 60 FPS?
Maybe. I still don't think it's that big of a deal. And I doubt it was on the GameCube, but maybe. Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Care about
Yeah, I don't care.
graphics as long as it runs well.
Yeah. As long as it runs, I don't need anything more. I just need a game to function.
Yeah.
Might be because the original 60. Oh yeah. I don't know.
No, I don't. Though I do. I will complain about fucking Breath of the Wild. Fucking frame rate drops.
Yeah,
on the fucking Switch. Fucking the
on the
Korok Forest.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
that's
when it becomes noticeable, that's when I care. But like even then, that's
yeah,
such a
that's
small
unbelievable.
spurt in specific areas. Like, yeah, that's unbelievable. And I assume it's just a carryover from the fact it was being made for Wii U hardware first, because the Tears, to my knowledge, doesn't lag that. Maybe it does lag in Quark Forest. I didn't go there much, because there's nothing to do there beyond a couple shrines, and once I did that, I never went back. But I don't recall there being any severe lag spikes in that same era. And honestly, Tears was a lot better lag spike-wise, and has a lot more going on, so I do think it was just a carryover from Wii U hardware. But, yeah. No, in general, I don't get the whole frame rate debate. I don't really get the graphic debate at this point either, because again, like we said, it's basically identical. Like, we're reaching a point where it's plateauing to such a degree, I think future consoles are going to have to stop caring, and they're going to have to do exclusive games, because that's all there is to sell your stuff on. Because you can't really go any further than where we are. Like, people are saying, oh, there will be a Nintendo console someday that's like, all VR. There won't be, because A, VR is such a specific type of, like, thing. It's a completely different genre. Yeah, it's completely different than normal gaming. I can't do VR. You've seen my VR streams. They're never longer than like 2.5 hours because I get motion sickness. I can't do it for long spurts. A lot of people can't. So that will never become a thing beyond VR specific consoles. Nintendo might make a VR headset someday, but it won't be their mainline console for a time. And if it is, it will bomb. It will bomb. We've seen the Virtual Boy. It will bomb. Spring Bean probably would have been a better choice. Actually, you're probably right. Shit. I always forget Spring Bean's actually decent in this world. Because he's Spring Bean, and he's not good at being decent outside of this world. Yeah, no, you're right. I should use Spring Bean. I'll use him in the future. But, yeah, no, like, where we're at now, you can't really go to, like, oh, well, then it'll be super immersive 3D experiences around you, and you don't need a headset. Like, that's still kind of, like, a completely different thing. In the same space to where 2D platformers are never going to go out of style, because they're just a completely different style and genre of game. I don't think this kind of, flat on a TV, playing with a controller, I don't think that's ever going to fully go out of style. It's really just a matter of console makers not making stupid decisions, like Microsoft is doing, killing off all their studios, and Sony is doing, not making any small enough games, so they just have no games for this year, and no one's buying their console now. I mean, people bought it initially, but sales have been down, and they're already looking at PS6 to save them. So it's a matter of, you need games. That is the selling point of consoles now. Sony and Microsoft are both stuck in unsustainable ruts. Nintendo's in a good spot right now. We'll see if they can keep it up. They have a track record of not doing so, flip-flopping. And if the Switch 2 fails, that might be it for dedicated consoles. I think stuff like the Steam Deck will kind of take over. Where it's just connected to like a Epic Games account or a Steam account. I think that would take over. Nintendo will just make their own online store like fucking Ubisoft has, and they'll just keep doing what they're doing there. Which would be insane to see, because I don't think Nintendo knows what a computer is, but they're gonna have to learn. And that would suck, but in the end of the day, as long as I can play my games sitting down on a couch holding a controller and not feel like I'm having a significantly worse experience, I'm content. I just like sitting down and holding a controller. I don't like huddling over my computer for 20 hours to play fucking... I don't know. What's a stupid-ass game? Knack 3. And Knack 2 sitting near my bed, so I just use that as inspiration. Nintendo will never do VR as the whole console, mainly because of Virtual Boy. Yeah, I think they're still a little scarred. Again, the Virtual Boy and the Wii U, those are the two sticking points that I think will make Nintendo never go near any of those. Well, I say never go into those gimmicks again. I guess the Switch is just the Wii U 2, in a way. It just, does everything the Wii U was supposed to do better. So I guess that's not entirely true, and they do make fun of the Virtual Boy in Luigi's Mansion 3, so they're at least fine with making fun of themselves, but... Yeah, I don't think we're getting a mainline Nintendo VR headset anytime soon, and when we do, it'll be a side thing to supplement a console. Kind of like how handhelds were for a while before they got merged in. Because handhelds, those are just, games on another type of platform. So combining those, that's just combining platforms. Combining VR, that's combining completely different genres. But that's my piece. Okay, bringing Spring Bean, because you mentioned that, and you were right. But I don't know. What do you think the Switch 2 is going to be, Brandon? The mic is yours.
Honestly, probably mostly exactly what you said. I don't really know. I think it's just gonna be mostly the same.
Yeah.
Updated graphics. It's gonna surprise a lot of people, I think.
Yeah. Honestly, that's all I need. People are gonna be disappointed. I'm just like,
People
that's
will
what I
complain
need.
anyway.
I'm not here for the console. Like, I'm gonna buy it if it's got good games and it looks good. I will buy it pretty much day one. But that's just because I want the games. I'm here for the games. Give me a new 3D Mario. Give me a Zelda game in under 10 years.
At all.
Yeah. We're at the point where I don't need specs to get any better.
I care about the games.
Yeah.
I just care about the games, that's it.
Make me have fun, please.
Yeah, give me
consistent.
Let me consume product.
Yeah, make product, I buy product and consume. Deal? Deal. Oh shit, I need sun. I'm gonna get twin sunflower. Yeah, I think that's the big thing that's gonna either sink or swim Sony or Microsoft in the coming years, is they need games. Sony is making pretty decent first-party exclusives when they really put their minds to it, but the issue is they're so big that it takes so long to make them. If they started developing a new PS5 game now, it wouldn't come out till the PS6. They're basically doomed this generation because they have nothing on the back burner, and they're in this unsustainable rut where they don't make small games. That's not their brand motto. So they're stuck with this. We have no, like, what was it they said? They had no games for this year, and they said that a couple months ago. So that's pretty bad. They have like 2 games next year, the Wolverine game and something else, I think. Maybe? I don't remember what they have next year. Because I haven't been keeping up with it, because there's no reason for me to buy a PS5. Therefore, I'm not interested in the PS ecosystem. I bought a 4 because there were cool games. Not bought a 5. Probably won't, because they're already making a 6. I need this guy. I need to separate my talky moments and my gameplay moments, because I just brain fart. Yeah, so it's for Sony, it's gonna be entirely down to whether they can learn their lesson with the PSX. Because if they can't, they're dead.
They won't.
They might. They might. Honestly, they could.
Oh, I know how they can learn their lesson. Release Little Big Planet 4.
Yeah. Switch 2 probably just be more powerful Switch. I hope the screen
right
can
there.
at least be 1080p. Yeah, 1080p would be cool, but even then, like 720, I can work with that. Although having a screen equivalent to the TV would be neat. I can't deny that. I think Sony's in a better position than Microsoft, though, because Sony does have a track record of actually learning. PS1 was pretty well, but they learned from that to make PS2 even bigger. PS2 was insane! And is still the highest selling console, although the Switch, I do think, will overtake it eventually. If Nintendo does the slow transition, it will overtake it. It just will. But they got cocky. PS3 didn't do very well at first. They had a lot of blunders and fumbles and all over the place, and the Xbox 360 was able to come in and take the crown for a bit.
Xbox Collection. 1360X plus an Xbox Collection. 1360S plus. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be some fucking stupid name like that.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get to the Microsoft naming scheme here in a second, but because Microsoft's able to take over, they got cocky mid-generation. Yeah, and then because of that, mid-generation, they stopped making games that people consistently cared about. People moved back over to Sony, and the PS3 ended up taking the title by the end of the generation, which is such a fascinating enigma that has never happened before, and I don't think will ever happen again. But it did happen there, which is weird, but yeah. And as a result, Xbox One was the Xbox One. Sony learned, though, and the PS4 was actually really solid. What do you know?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Whereas normally you'd have the table shift again, and you'd have Sony learn, or you'd have Microsoft learn, and then Sony gets cocky, which Sony did get cocky, don't get me wrong. Microsoft didn't learn. They just doubled down for some reason, and gave us the Series S and X, which was worse. in a lot of different ways. Like, maybe it was more pro-consumer. I'll say this. It was a lot more pro-consumer, but they made so many bafflingly stupid decisions that it was doomed to fail, and anyone with half a brain cell could tell you, yeah, this is going to fail. What did you think was going to happen? All your games releasing both consoles, 0 actual console exclusives, and then shutting down all your studios and forcing them to make super high budget games that you then give to your competitors and then put on Game Pass so people don't have to buy the games and can just buy Game Pass.
Sony's like meanwhile, the Sony's just like PlayStation, but the 6, take it or leave it. I like that. Honestly, I like that. It's simple. It's PlayStation 5, PlayStation 6.
No, PlayStation.
Not some fucking bullshit like Xbox fucking Legacy 5.
Yeah, no, okay. We went from 360 to 1 to Series X. That is worse than the Wii U in every conceivable way. In every step.
Yeah.
360 was pretty bad, too. It only did well because it was actually a good console that had good marketing. That name is shit. I'm sorry. Yeah. Maybe that's something to do with, like, oh, the N64 is because 64 graphics. But N64 is also a stupid name. I'm not going to sugarcoat Nintendo's naming schemes. They are also pretty bad consistently. The Switch was pretty clever. That was fun. That was recognizable. Other than that, GameCube is kind of funny. I don't know, just look at that guy. He's just funny and purple. Other than that, the Wii, what the fuck is a Wii? Wii U, what did you think was gonna happen? The N64, what the fuck is a 64? Oh, fuck off, game. The Nintendo Famicom, or Nintendo Entertainment System, was meant to not sound like a gaming console, so that one was clever for what it was trying to do, but obviously, you know, doesn't sound like a gaming console. So why they would double down on that with the sequel, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Famicom? Yeah, that no wonder it didn't do as well as they were thinking it was going to do at the time. Yeah, no, Nintendo's naming scheme is to just completely differentiate itself from the previous console, up until the Wii U, which failed, so then they did the Switch. Now we're looking like we're going to get a Switch rebrand with Switch 2 or whatever. I think the smartest thing they can do is take a page out of Sony's book and just call it the Switch 2. Make it clear this is a sequel console. This is not just a Pro or something. It's not an accessory. This is something new. Sony has established this formula as just numbering your consoles. It's kind of the one instance where numbering is better.
Just going forward.
But
just going forward, just Switch 2, Switch 3, Switch 4, Switch 5.
I think under the current leadership they might, but it's going to depend on how this does.
I just don't know what they can do going forward.
Oh, you're right.
Like, they already established this, like, I guess, unique idea of just this hybrid console.
Yeah. And even now, like, they kind of have that to themselves. Like, the Steam Deck can be used as hybrid, but it's handheld first. You want a dock, you have to buy one separately, and the main dock is like $90, so I just bought a fucking third-party one that does more than the Steam one.
What about the PlayStation Portal?
What about it? Moving on. Okay, no, I actually do want to talk about this. I do want to talk about the Portal. I do want to talk about this. What the fuck were they thinking? It's a Wii U sold separately from the fucking Wii U console. It is just a PlayStation Wii U. It is just a PlayStation Wii U. Like, you could get it to work out of house if you, like, finagle with an internet setup and a whole bunch of shit, but at that point, it's not convenient. It's not doing the whole selling point. You are selling a Wii U a generation after the Wii U proved why that was a horrible idea. In the generation of the Steam Deck and the Switch proving what you should be doing, what people want, and oh my god, the PlayStation Portal bomb? Gee, how could this happen? What do you mean it only fucking supports PlayStation products? You want to put a fucking headset in? Better be PlayStation branded. Better if it costs $100+. Yeah, I wonder why that bombed. Yeah, it's stuff like that makes me think Sony's going to fall into the same Xbox is in, where they just double down on their stupid decisions and bomb again. Because right now, they don't look like they're changing. They don't look like they're learning. Because the PlayStation 5, by all accounts, while it is underperforming, it didn't bomb comparatively to some of their other stuff. It did well enough. And well enough is what executives love to hear. Well, you know, as long as they get the fucking bottom dollar and those massive paychecks that they usually skim off of the actual working people, they're happy. So yeah, I love the U Station. Yeah, why don't they just call the next console the U Station? It would sell a million units. And also just make it a Wii U. Works so well with the Portal. I think my biggest gripe with the PlayStation Portal is that they had the perfect opportunity to basically make a threequel to the Sony handheld consoles and just make an actual dedicated handheld, because we don't have those anymore. It'd be kind of nice to have a... I mean, there's not a use for one, but it would be nice to have one. You know, make one on, like, the hardware level of the Switch and just make it a dedicated handheld, because Sony's, right now, selling themselves in power just as much as Microsoft is. So, like, yeah, that would have been kind of cool. Especially considering it's stealing the acronym PSP from the PSP. PS Portal from, what was it? what was it?
Oh, yeah.
Portable?
So, yeah, if you're talking about the Portal separately, you can't just call it PSP. You have to call it PS Portal.
That's just a weird acronym naming thing, because, like, everyone's going to call it the acronym. Why wouldn't they? Yeah. But, no, they went and did a weird thing with it, because they're Sony. And they're quirky. They're kind of quirky, though. It feels like they really wanted to have that Nintendo quirkiness with them this generation, and had no clue how to pull it off, and just ended up doing... Because the big thing with Nintendo quirkiness is their weird-ass shit they'll announce, like the Labo. But the thing with the Labo is, if that bombs, it's cardboard in a box. It's cardboard and more cardboard. It's not that big of a loss. Sony, no, they invested in the fucking PlayStation Portal, and they're, like, confined Disney-level ecosystem of products where you need a PlayStation headset to use on the PlayStation Portal. You cannot use your own. You gotta drop $120. They tried to do something Apple and Disney do with their things. Like, you go to Disney World, you're doing a Disney hotel. You're going through the Disney transportation system. You want an Apple phone, you gotta use the Apple charger. You gotta use the Apple headsets. Also, you can also edit your save with... oh shit, son. Hold on, I'll read your thing in a second. Just edit your save with premium upgrades like the 8 seed slot and more starting sun. Ooh, I'll probably do the seed slot. I don't know if I'll do the starting sun. Maybe. I don't know. Starting sun feels a little cheap sometimes, but I think you unlock that naturally anyway at some point. Or a version of it, you can get both, but we'll see. I'll probably do the seed slot and just the plants, though. Yeah, no, Sony really wanted to create this, but the thing is, they went about it in such a anti-consumer way, very blatantly anti-consumer, that everybody saw through it immediately, because we went from having it all to having nothing, pretty much immediately. Apple and Disney built their shit like that, so it was just kind of always there. PlayStation pivoted towards it, so we noticed it immediately, and people kind of got mad. I think a lot of people realized really fast that, and this was also the generation that Sony made consumer-friendly choice, but also bafflingly weird to release their games on PC, which, why would you do that? Like, again, I shouldn't be mad about that. That's good for me. I can play Spider-Man Miles Morales on Steam now when it runs.
That's stupid for them.
It's stupid for them, because why would I buy your console?
Good for us. I mean,
Microsoft proved this was a bad idea a generation ago with the Xbox One.
It is pro-consumer.
It is pro-consumer. It's like the one pro-consumer move you shouldn't do, though. All the other pro-consumer moves you should do, they didn't.
No, actually, PlayStation, this is a genius marketing decision. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. It's gonna.
Yeah, I know. Keep doing this.
It'll yield you success. Keep doing it. Please keep doing it. Very.
There's a shovel refund and extra
you'll
plant
thrive.
Food holding. Plant food holding, I'll probably go for too. Yeah, never more than 10 plants. Don't spend any sun for 60 seconds. Fuck you, bitch. More than 10 plants. Okay. Yeah, so it's weird that these companies are making the most obviously bafflingly bad decisions, but they're either A, cocky like Sony, or just stupid like Microsoft. Like, I don't know what to say for Microsoft. They're just dumb. Like, yeah. I don't know what you expected to happen. Of Holopy? Of Holopy? Holopy was cool. I liked Holopy. I want to see Holopy in a mod or something, or like a fan game, because I think that's a cool idea. I want a whole Hollow class. I want a Hollow Nut. Well, we already have a Hollow Nut. I just wanted to say Nut. I want a Hollow Flower. I want a Hollow Spud. Ooh, Hollow Spud. That's probably in like Heroes or something. But yeah, no. Right now, it's really just down to Nintendo, because if they sink this generation, I think consoles as we know it is going with them. Because I don't think Sony could. They are in the position where they could come back. I don't know if they will. Microsoft doesn't have a hope. They're gone. I think they've realized that. Their next console from leaks we've seen is just going to be a streaming box for Xbox Game Pass. They're pivoting fully to Game Pass. That's their thing now. Like, the console is basically just a glorified Steam Deck. but not specifically for Steam, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna buy it. I already have a Steam Deck, and I don't need another. So it's probably gonna bomb as well, and they'll just pivot fully to... I think within 2 generations, Xbox and Microsoft will probably shut down most of their studios, maybe sell off some, and just pivot entirely to making games for PC and other consoles. They'll pivot. They'll go the way of Sony or Sega. Sony, I want to say they'll make a comeback. I want to be optimistic. I don't know that they will. They can. I don't think they will. I think they're still very dead set on trying to be cocky and getting away with it, because the PS5 wasn't a big enough bomb to warrant them worrying. It just wasn't. So they're not going to. We'll see what happens, but yeah. So Nintendo is in this precarious position now where they did really well. They just can't get cocky. And I don't think they will, because they had the Wii U and they know what happens. Nintendo learned under old leadership. They are under new leadership now than they were when the Switch was being made. Will that leadership know this? Will they know? No, I have an idea for a plant. Primal Chomper. A chomper that does passive damage as it chews and has more health. It's kind of like Dino Plant from the Chinese version. Neat. And has more health.
Oh, Jim, was your old Plants vs. Zombies playing idea videos from Lego Games?
A bunch of stolen fan art that I found and then slapped it into seed packet format and uploaded into a video with stock music that didn't have anything to actually say because there's no dialogue or text. So it was a weird video that I made and got like 1,000
views. You didn't even explain what the plants did.
No, I just showed them. It was a PowerPoint. Yeah, these people actually have ideas. Hollow P, Primal Chomper, that's cool. I just stole fan art and said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if this was in the game? And someo's like, sure, okay. I guess. What does it do?
It's okay, you said... It's okay, you said, I don't own any plants in this video at the end.
I probably did.
So at least people know you don't own them. If that wasn't obvious enough already.
I made a plant called Rose Push. There's an explanation for what it does in my YouTube. Want to see it? Sure. Send it on over.
Jim, you should... Yeah.
I'll watch
Jim, you
it
should make a...
later. I probably won't do it right at the moment, but I'll go through some of them post-stream if you want to send it in the chat.
But you should make a My Dream Plants vs. Zombies video, like you did with the FNAF.
You know what? You know what? I might just do that. The Dream FNAF video bombed, but I think it's just because I marketed it poorly. But yeah, no, I actually do kind of want to do that.
I liked it.
Because you know what? You know what's big right now? When PopCap's doing fuck all with the brand, and EA is just sinking PopCap, is Plants vs. Zombies fan games. Those have been blowing up recently, and mods and stuff. Mainly fan games is what I've been keeping my eye on, though. Although some mods, like Reflourished, was fun. Actually, I'd love to see primal versions of plants like mushrooms. Too bad the devs are too busy adding sea shroom back. Yeah, they added sea shroom back. Aren't you guys happy? You get to pay to use sea shroom, a plant that is meant to be awful because it's early game, but there is no early game in PvZ2 because there's no night mechanic that actually matters, because if you're paying for sea shroom, you're already paying for all the other premium plants, and you already have the frost snapdragon, so why are you ever going to need anything else? Because frost dragon is just he solos everything. Oh my god, PopCap.
Sea shroom.
Oh god, I want to die. I want to die. Yeah. I'm almost hesitant to say I do want PopCap to go back in and make more PvZ games. I guess they are. We got PvZ 3. Shoot me.
Yeah.
Why am I getting that? I don't need that. I don't really need another plan. I'm just gonna... Sure. Because I can have less than 10. Honestly, though, Dream PvZ video. That's an idea right there. I'm gonna steal that and do it, and I'll show my Lego King video in the video, so it'll be in there. It'll be pretty funny. But yeah, no.
I like that video. It was cool.
Thank you. Shameless plug for my Dream FNAF video plan thing. It's the red thumbnail that doesn't really look like a FNAF thing, but has the FNAF logo on it. For the 2 people that recognize the FNAF logo. God, I forgot I have brain damage and recognize the FNAF logo immediately, and I am not the majority. You should grind for Seashroom in the arena, or spend $1 in the store. Oh yeah, you can grind in the new, like, let's be real here, mobile game arena thing that they have. Does this count as spending sun? It doesn't. Good, because it's free. It doesn't count. Cool. I'm gonna let that go down. And just get some sun. Yeah. My plan for the PvZ2 streams is to play through all the main worlds, but I do not intend of getting... I'll probably get to Arena eventually just because I'll have to, but I don't really want to. I'm going to let him take that. But yeah, like, I'll go up an update with every new world added. I might do an update just for when they do the revamped maps for worlds 1 through 3 before they added Far Future, but we'll see.
Here's an idea. Had a potato. They are a defense plant with half the health of a walnut while slowly lobbing potatoes at unsuspecting zombies.
It'd be interesting. Would it be like a kind of catapult lobbing? Ah, fuck you, bitch! Sorry, I said a swear word. I said bitch. And also fuck. Both which are bad words, so I shouldn't say. Don't say those words at home, please, because they're mean. No, I'm gonna do a different SAR, because this one makes me angry. Because, like, well, I mean, they're all Don't Lose Lawnmower, but I'm gonna use a different one. Did I really just do... Oh, okay, there's 3 each, not 2 each. I don't know, I got used to the Chinese version, where you just completing the level the first time does 1. I say got used to it, I haven't played that in years. I played that, God, back in, like, what, 2016? Up until they added, like, a block where you need a Chinese citizen code to play. And I don't live in a communist China, so I do not have a citizen code. Don't lose more than 2 plants. Don't lose any lawnmowers. I can do that. Unless there's a captain. Okay, good. There's not a captain. It's just the roller barrels. I mean, catapult lobbing, yeah. Yeah, no, that would be neat. Cat potato. You should have it, like, homing, too, like the cattail from the first game. Because we do have attacking... defense plan. What was it? I already forgot. Don't lose more than 2 plants. Don't lose any lawnmowers. Okay, don't use any these guys. I will say one thing I've been... What's up? At least when they add Scaredy Shroom, I was able to say, hey, at least it has some health, and the plant food is pretty good, but with Sea Shroom, there's nothing. But it's plant food, though. Yeah. They added Scaredy Shroom, too. That was the first one I heard about and made fun of the game for, and then never touched again. And then they did it with Sea Shroom, so I did it again. I don't get why they're going... Because they're trying to play off of nostalgia, but, like, nobody has happy memories of Scaredy Shroom or Sea Shroom. They are the plants you had to use until you unlocked better ones and used those instead. Like, what is... Who's buying Scaredy Shroom? Who's buying Sea Shroom? You can use it in one world, and that world isn't even a night level. It's the fucking Big Wave Beach. You can't even use it in a night setting. Why is that in the game? I just realized that. It's not even a night level. You cannot use Scaredy Shroom in a night level. Why did they add that? What is the point of that? What is the point of this? It's that one video of Nick tearing down like a wall painting, screaming, "What is the point of this?"
What is the point of this?
Does that clip still exist? Hey guys, Nick here. I think that video got lost.
I think that video's still up.
Oh, I hope so, because it was peak. Why am I bringing coconut candy?
I think he was proud of that one. Good.
It was a peak video. I don't know if I should bring walnut, actually. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to bring walnut. Let's do you. We never do bok choy. Do bok choy. Funny man, he said something but retracted it, so I don't know what it was, but I'm sure it was funny. Okay, I'm trying to think. Dream Plants for Zombies game. First of all, pitch. We've already done time travel. It's kind of hard to top that. I saw a fan game, so I'm kind of ripping it off fan game. Do, you know, travel around the world, you know? Mario Kart Tour, but for Plants vs. Zombies. That's a fun gimmick. I'd do that, because there's so many, like, exotic plants you could do, right? And you could adapt a bunch of Chinese exclusive plants, although you probably won't. What version is Bro playing on? I'm playing the original. Maybe not like original. I think I did like the latest version before they updated the maps and stuff, or really added anything. But, you know, bug fixes and stuff are here. But I'm playing the version that has less microtransactions. Not none. It still has them, just less. We take what we can get. And I'm playing the version that has the good world maps and only like 10 levels rather than like 90 billion per world. And you have to do all of them in order. And it's really tiring. And nobody wants to play all that. Sorry, bro. I ain't reading all that. I'm sorry for you, or happy that happened. Although we'll probably get to that point later as we go progressing through the world and we just see the game change. Because kind of my hope is I want to see how the game evolved over that initial stage of life. Because as far as I'm concerned, anything after Modern Day Part 2 is just life support. At least you can earn these new premium plants for free if you have no life. Yeah, if you have no life. Otherwise, it's $15. Jesus, $15? Is that how much they cost now? $15. I thought that's 5 was like the most they went to, or 6 or something. That was already insane. That was insane. $15. Also, water mint, fire mint. Oh yeah, they added mints. I stopped playing before they added the mints, so I don't really. I know they level up like plants of a certain class, and they added like plant classes or something. That's all I know. Again, that's an instance of. Oh, they added that. Okay. And then I didn't go back and play it because they added ads. I know that's one thing they did. Plants vs. Zombies 2, the current version, if you go in, you'll just get an advertisement now that just plays mid-level or something. Well, I think between levels, but, you know, mid-game. That's not fun. I don't know much else beyond the shit that people have been making fun of it for. Correction, 20. Oh, they're $20. Oh! Bro, I could buy fucking Octo Expansion for that. I'm just gonna go buy Octo Expansion, because you know what? Octo Expansion is good. What the fuck are you getting for $20? Sea Shroom? Paying $20 for Sea Shroom? Is that what it is? Yo, bro, you gotta try out this new $20 plant they added. Yeah, who is it? Sea Shroom. Somebody comes up to me and says on the street, I'm fucking shooting them there. I'm shooting them dead. I ain't hearing that. $20 for Sea Shroom. What the hell? No, I will not have this. Here's an idea. The Pitted Olive. Oh, coin. Waits for zombies. Oh, sun. Hold on. Waits for zombies to sun. Shit. To get close. Oh fuck. And then steps back and the zombie falls into a pit. Oh, that's clever. Because it's a pitted olive and it falls into a pit. I like that. That's clever. That's fun. They don't do that anymore. They don't do clever plants anymore in the game. It's just Sea Shroom. Fucking Sea Shroom. It's not even original. It's just God. All my Sea Shroom homies hate Sea Shroom. Pitted Olive though, that's actually clever. If I do my fan thing, I'm gonna credit you and then steal it from you because that's actually really clever. I like that. I like that a lot. The Pitted Olive, and it puts you in a pit. That's actually good. That's the kind of stuff you would have gotten in like first game level creativity. Or early second game. I'll give that to early second game. They did have some really funny, like Bonk Choi. That's fun. Bonk Choi. That's fun. I like that. But I'm not gonna act like the second game is never good. I'm playing it right now. I'm enjoying it enough when they're not fucking telling me not to lose my lawnmowers, which they are doing right now, and I'm still having fun. So hey, what do you know? Yeah. I will say, I think the one thing they could do, if they really wanted to try and revive Plants vs. Zombies as, like, a franchise amongst, you know, casuals, because right now it's really just Plants vs. Zombies fans that are left. And unfortunately, we are a dying breed. No! Is to do a proper Garden Warfare 3. But the issue is they can't because they don't have enough people working at the studio to do it, because they fired everyone after Battle for Neighborville failed. So, whoops! That backfired. Maybe you shouldn't fire all your employees after an executive makes a dumbass decision. Gee. It's almost like that's short-term profit for the executive, long-term failure for them. Actually, there's quite similar plant. They added Olive Pit Chomper. Hold on. I'm going to pause the game while I'm reading so I can actually read. Plant they added Olive Pit Chomper that's grounded, so it has all the perks of Spikeweed. Oh, my bad, I guess. Oh, that's neat then. There we go. They added one cool plant. Good job. That is genuinely impressive, given the track record of Sea Shroom and Scaredy Shroom. And, I don't know, one of the mints, probably. No, no, no! Oh, come on. Oh, wait, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Shit, that was stupid. Fuck. I gotta keep this guy alive now.
Wait, is there no... Oh, there's a shovel.
Oh, yeah, the shovel's down here. Oh! Shit! Fuck, I cannot lose another guy or I lose. Do I have Walnut Place? I don't. Fuck. I'm probably fine, but... Fuck. Shit, I didn't mean to shovel that guy. No. Oh, I really hope these guys don't be mean and kill me. That would be very mean. Okay, good. I killed the rollers. I think I'm safe. There we go. Ooh, yummy money. Hopefully a lot of new CDMs are cool, but they are all either ridiculously OP or insanely underpowered, no in between. That's what I've heard. I remember around the time, I don't remember when specifically I stopped playing initially the main game, but I do know for a while the most OP plant was the Frozen Snapdragon, which I think they added in one of the Dinosaur World updates. I don't remember the name. The Cave Dinosaur one. What was it? Jurassic Marsh. And it was so overpowered because it does the exact same attack damage as the current Snapdragon, which is really good. But the issue with Snapdragon is it can't hold people back, but now it freezes people, so it keeps them still, or like, you know, still, but slows them down enough that it can kill a normal zombie without any, like, protection, and it doesn't have a price increase. It's the same price as the normal Snapdragon, but infinitely better. So I just use that to win every single world without fail, because it was so overpowered. I have a Torchwood, by the way. In fact, I didn't even grind for it. That's cool. I love me some Torchwood. I love the part when they fight the big alien sex gas monster, and then Gwen and Jack are like, "Oh my god, it's the big sex gas monster!" And then they fight a big cyber woman who's in a bikini. Actually, wait, that's the wrong Torchwood. The plant Torchwood. That one's also cool. Probably a lot less weird than the TV show Torchwood. Let's go back to Ancient Egypt for a bit, because we need more stars, and I want to do some more Egypt levels, because we haven't done that many of these.
Ancient Egypt. Well, it's
the Pharaoh's Curse. Yeti, I forgot about these guys. I mean, they don't give you anything. That's why I completely glaze over them, because they give you nothing of value. They give you... I think they can give you a key in this version, so that's something of value. In later versions, just give you a couple coins, and that's it, and I feel like one power-up. So it's kind of pointless. I don't know, maybe they updated him later, but at least the version I was aware of, I just always glazed over and skipped him, because he was never worth it. Let's see if he's any different here. Yeah, Bloomerang, Cabbage Bolt. Give me a nut. Give me you. Okay. Open the Coconut Cannon path. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's a fun minigame. I'll try to... I probably do have the keys for that, actually. I'll have to go back and do that. Because that's how you get the stars. You do the minigame levels, because they're actually fun. So yeah, I'll go do that after this. If we get our Yeti. Speaking of Yetis, does anyone remember that time when Hollywood was just obsessed with making animated Yeti movies? Like Universal.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. That was like 2019.
Yeah,
right?
like DreamWorks had that one movie. I don't remember the name of it. There was Smallfoot from Warner Animation Group, which is just kind of there. I watched it. It's fine. It has some fun music. It's a musical. No one knows that. It's a musical. It's a fun villain song. But otherwise, it's just kind of there.
Wasn't that the one with Zendaya?
Which one?
As Michi. Smallfoot.
Yeah, I didn't know Zendaya was in it, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Why were there so many Yeti movies?
I don't know. There was Leica made a Bigfoot movie. You know, there were Yetis in it. The Missing Link movie. That one's actually really fun. No one's seen that movie. It's actually pretty fun. I'd recommend it because no one has watched it. No one has watched a lot of Leica's later movies past Coraline. I think
no
that's
one watched any of those Yeti movies when they came out.
Yeah, they weren't doing particularly well, but they all came at the exact same time. It was so weird. Also, in the newest version, you can no longer name yourself at the start of the game. Why? I know in later versions they removed the ability to rename yourself. What? They just took out the ability to name yourself at all? I mean, I guess it was kind of pointless, but, like, why bother putting the effort in to remove it? That's so weird. I know what some stuff they got rid of was just annoying. They got rid of some of the music. The demonstration minigame music, that was gone. They took that out to make file size so they could add in more DLC plants that nobody wanted. And then I also remember... Oh, I need sun. I haven't even been paying attention to that. I also remember that they took out some of the art, like the Gargantuar statues, which are like the only cool addition they added with the new map designs, is that you got these really detailed Gargantuar statues that are unique to each world, and they were really cool. They took those out. They're just general level bubbles now. There's nothing unique about them. Again, I can't even imagine that would have saved them that much in terms of file size, but they took them out. Cool. Yeah, the file naming, apparently. That's just a weird one. It just says, your trip to time zone at the start of the levels. Your trip? That's so boring. Did it reset any, saves that were already named and just, unname them? I wouldn't be shocked if they did, honestly. That is boring. And dumb. Like, they're still putting effort in to make the game worse. That's the thing. Plants vs. Zombies 2 isn't going to have a legacy, because if you want to play the good versions, you have to go out of your way to do what I'm doing and get an APK and trust it's not from a shady source and just download it from there. And if anyone's curious where I got mine, I got them from the plant. I got them from a wiki, actually. I can't say mine definitively.
I don't know. You should probably shouldn't say where you get.
Maybe not. In case there's something I don't know about in the Metz Trail.
I know YouTube doesn't like it. You give you tell people when you tell people where to get.
Yeah.
Like emulators and shit.
It was. Yeah. I don't know.
You just gotta look and hope you don't get a virus.
Yeah, it's really luck now.
Use
an ad block. It's not going to save you that much, but it will help you at least a bit from the sites you might visit. So, yeah. Or just, better yet, don't risk it, because honestly, I love this game. Not worth it. They ruined their own game. They've ruined the experience to play it. They get to live with that now. Because Plants vs. Zombies 2, unlike the first game, which is still, I go back to sometimes to play, you can't do that with the second one without going through a bunch of legwork. Like, right now, this is not how I would ideally play it. But you can't really ideally play it in its old version anymore. That's not really an option. Shit, I don't have the sun. I'm not making that. I'm not making all that. Shit. Yeah, whatever. Will you let me keep the mailbox, please?
Yeah, as far as YouTube is concerned, we're playing this game legally.
Yeah.
We bought it.
I mean, yeah, this is as legal as you can play this version. Like, there's no alternative. What do you want me to do? I mean, technically, yeah, I don't think there's anything illegal from my end.
Buy the new version. Buy the new version. That's the best way to play.
No.
This is educational content right here.
Okay, we're just gonna stall the fuck out of this guy. Until we get our sun quota. Okay, we're basically there. Look at that. Didn't even have to stall at all. I'm so good.
Aren't they making a Plants vs. Zombies movie, but they canceled that?
They were, at one point, they pitched it to DreamWorks, and they had this really cool concept art from, like, I think it was Werner, the guy who did the art for the first game, or was involved in it or something. And the concept art exists online, and it looks fucking insane. And again, it's DreamWorks, so solid 50-50. It would have been either incredible or just kind of okay. But it got shut down. It didn't end up happening. I don't remember from who, but I would not be shocked if it was EA who shut it down. It was like, no one wants a Plants vs. Zombies movie. No, they want to fucking buy AI-generated games. That's what they're doing now. AI-generated games. You see? Did you hear about that?
With
ads in the middle. The reason
I hate the modern gaming industry.
The reason they got rid of the Garg statues is because you no longer get keys from them. That was their explanation, and then why the only Ancient Egypt one remains, despite the fact you no longer get them on day 6. You don't get the keys? Oh yeah, no, because you have to do the entire world now. Why did they do that? That's just going to scare people away from playing the game. That doesn't save them anything. They put effort in to make the game worse and scare away new players. Why did they do that? Because you have to play 25 levels straight of a world before you get a change of scenery. and then suddenly you're in like super easy babyland for the first few levels of the next world. And this happens every world, because initially you just play the first 8 levels. They changed it to 6, and then to like 16 in some worlds, and eventually just said, fuck it, it's 25 to 32 in some cases for all the worlds. And some of those levels are fucking awful. Big Wave Beach guts, I'm not looking forward to Big Wave Beach at all. I know you can like cheese it with Hollow Nut, and I'm going to, but dear God. Those, yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah. Here's an idea for a plant. The bamboozler. Oh, I love that. Throws bamboo stalks at zombies with a chance to hypnotize them. Bamboozler. Yes, I'm sold on the name. I'm sold on the name. They should hire...
That feels like a Superverse character. We come up with Bamboozler.
It should be a Superverse character. Is this the Coconut Cannon Path? I assume so.
That's a compliment. That's an awesome name.
That is a good name. Oh!
Cherry Bomb!
Oh, but... Oh, we can't afford that one anyway. Okay, I know I said I was going to do Coconut Cannon, but I need Cherry Bomb. Sorry. You know, there aren't enough bamboo plants. The only one I can name on a Facebook game that came out in PZ3. Bamboo Shoot from Garden Warfare. And, yeah, there's that one Chinese one from the Facebook game. There's one, isn't there one? There's one in Plants vs. Zombies 3, isn't there? Or is that like an asparagus? I don't know. I haven't played 3, and I'm not going to. Oh, yeah, Brandon, do you not know about this? Oh, okay. There's like 90 China-exclusive Plants vs. Zombies games. There's a ton of them.
Oh, wait, no. I think I've heard of that.
You've heard of one of them. Have you heard about All-Stars? Have you heard about the fucking Great Wall Edition? Have you heard about Plants vs. Zombies, the Great Wall Edition? It's just the first game, but they give you little heroes that can fly anywhere in the map and are just super powerful pea shooter or super powerful sunflower.
Holy shit.
And it's for some reason themed like the Great Wall. There's another version that I think is also called the Great Wall Edition, although I might be wrong on that. And it's a completely different game with the first game's engine with unique plants and stuff, and unique zombies and unique bosses that, to my knowledge, does not exist anymore. A lot of them don't exist anymore. There's so much insane shit. I'm sure Bamboom from Garden Warfare is the Facebook one. Or Too Many Pea Shooters, either one. Yeah, there are a lot of pea shooters. They need to stop making fucking... Give me Hollow Pea, and that's all I need, honestly. And maybe the SpongeBob Pea Shooter from, what was it, Reflourished? That one's funny.
What?
That's a fan game for an April Fool's thing, so it's not official, sadly. But it is funny. Look it up. Butter and spikes and everything nice. That's what butter and spikes are made of.
Just fucking SpongeBob's favorite pea shooter.
No, it's so stupid, but I love it. This is why the mods are the only thing keeping this community alive right now. Because the main game is giving us Plants vs. Zombies 3 and Zombie Match 3 pop thing. Oh, it's locked and loaded. I can do locked and loaded. And then the fan games are giving us Pea Shooter Zombie, or Pea Shooter Plant, or fuck, Pea Shooter Plant. SpongeBob Pea Shooter and Among Us plants and shit. That's what the people want. Give me Skibbity Toilet Sunflower. Actually, please don't do
Bendy?
that. By the way, I made a custom mint class for Hollow Pea called Assortment. So for all plants with many shots or looks. Many shots or looks? Or do you just mean like kind of the various classes, anything that doesn't fall under another one? I don't know anything about the class system that... Oh god, the class system. I don't know anything about the system they added to classify plants. There we go, saved my ass. Later on, but... I know that... I don't know if... Is it like Heroes, where it's like a P class for pea shooters? And other pea-related plants? Or is it like power bait? Because I don't know anything about it, because I stopped playing before they added that stuff, but... It's either actually kind of interesting or just overcomplicated. Actually, P-Bob Square Shooter, oh my god, that's incredible, is real. It was the app icon in some Chinese game about merging plants. Oh my god. Wait, was that I mean, as official as the Chinese Plants vs. Zombies games are, was that from like an official Chinese branch of PopCap, or was that like some weird off-brand thing, because China doesn't have any copyright level stuff in the same way we do, so some random studio made that. I mean, I guess in the end of the day, it all counts. If a fan thing is good enough, it might as well be official. I mean, that's basically the thought process you get with a lot of things nowadays. Doctor Who has always been like that. Plants vs. Zombies has always been like that. Those are two big things I'm in. I know Star Wars has pivoted towards that with its fan base a lot, just because people aren't as happy with the new stuff. So as long as you aren't Star Wars theory and being awful, you know, you're probably making something cool.
I think, guys,
complaining about brick textures.
I think they copied my movie.
God. Yes. Oh, so it was real. Oh my god, that's incredible. This is information that I needed in my life, and I'm so happy I have. Like, my life would not be complete without it, but it is now, because I have that information, and that makes me very happy. Oh, you haven't used our cherry bomb yet. Let's use them. Yeah, the Chinese... if I can, I'm going to try and track down a legit non-virus copy of the Chinese version someday. Just to stream that, because I don't know if I'll do a whole thing for it, but I have nostalgia for it because I played it growing up, because I went through a whole bunch of hoops to get it, and it was this big white whale for mine for years. Like, I wanted it. I knew it was cool, apparently, and I really wanted to play it, and I finally got my hands on it one day, and it was like this fucking insane moment. It wasn't even that insane. I just had to create a Chinese app account, which is just setting your location to China, because Apple doesn't know what a VPN is, so you don't need one to, at the time at least. You probably do now, but it was insane at the time, for me, to get my hands on that. And it's probably worse, because it's very money grubbing, because, you know, it's aimed at China, where there's a lot of people, so just get all your money. But it also has a lot of unique content that's really cool. There's unique bosses, unique worlds. That's what interested me, so I don't know. It made 5-year-old me go gaga. 5-year-old me? 10-year-old. Yes, 10-year-old me, because this game came out in 2015. So I was at least 11, 12. I think 12. I don't know how old I was when the Chinese version I was playing, but yeah, no, that's just something interesting, and I really want to show you the fucking Kung Fu World boss fight, and how weird it is. It's Kung Fu World, that's the official name, is the Kung Fu World. Because I don't think they really needed to make it English accessible, but for some reason they still put English text in there where it's misspelled, and for the multiple years that I played it, they never fixed it, which I thought was kind of funny. They also had versus mode. They brought back versus mode, like the co-op versus mode, kind of. It's a little different, but it does exist, and it's way better than the stupid arena mode we got. Like the console
China shit, like... Are you selling the China shit?
Yeah, like, again, I know it's worse, because they're selling it, like, you know, extra to them and all that shit, and Communist Party of China executing people and all that stuff, but... They added a cool new monkey plant. How am I supposed to be mad at that? They added a monkey plant. I'm not kidding. There's a monkey plant.
Yeah.
And it's
China copyright shit in general is just very unique.
Oh, as far as I know, these are official.
Like
these are PopCap made games.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Just like
so, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
shit
works down there. Like the fucking like the Nvidia console that had like an official release of like Mario Kart Wii and like Super Mario Galaxy, I think, on it.
From like Nvidia?
Because like, yeah,
but because it was in China,
like,
Nintendo couldn't do shit about it.
Yeah,
I bet Nintendo loved that.
Weird.
Yeah,
no, I think it was official.
That's hilarious.
Like Nintendo approved it or something.
Oh wait, what?
I don't know.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second.
Well, because in China, I don't think they have like the Wii or anything.
Might not. I don't know what they choose to
like,
ban.
They have to like
ban
settle for that,
so
so they can play their. So people in China can play their games down there.
The monkey kiwi plant. I think it was just the monkey kiwi fruit or something. That's what it was called. I don't remember specifically what, but I used that all the time because of OPSL. That and the magic mushroom because you could use Gargs on your side, and I thought that was kind of neat. Yeah, other than that, I know Minecraft also has a lot of really insane shit in the Chinese version. That one's a lot less known, though. There's, like, entire unique bosses. Yeah. that's how pandas got added, because they did a Chinese mob vote, and that one for some reason came worldwide.
We almost. Oh my god, I'm so pissed.
Yeah, no. They could have voted for a monkey, or a Sarcosuchus, or what was the fourth one? There were 4.
It's just it was a dolphin. I mean, nobody wanted a fucking dolphin.
Yeah. Oh, you're kidding. This is this star level? Whatever.
Yeah. Could have had a fucking Sarcosuchus, or could have had or a monkey.
Yeah, monkey. That was
just a fucking panda. But I guess that makes more sense than the pink dolphin.
Yeah, that was the yeah. Okay, that one would have been maybe worse, but God, we could have had a funky monkey in the game, swinging around doing funky monkey things. Does that just count as a fail? Did that just count as a fail? Okay, no, but I didn't get the star.
Did we just lose?
Did we just lose? Ugh. Okay, I'm regretting not doing this path because this would have been more fun. Whatever. Pain. Yeah, pain. Cannon bite. Oh, do we get a bunch of cannons in sun? I like cannons in sun. I like to shoot them at my enemies and watch them explode with great pain. They are in great pain.
Oh yeah.
Me. What's up?
I am so excited for Venom 3.
Yeah! Yeah! It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be terrible. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love every second of it. There's gonna be Morbius and Madam Web, and oh, you should have gone with the coconuts. I should have.
They're still moving forward with the fucking 10-year-old Spider-Man plot. The fucking course they are.
Okay, so
what else would Sony do but double down?
I mean, hey, we were talking about how there's a good chance they might double down and fuck themselves over the PS6. I think this is the proof we need that they're gonna do that. Cause, yeah, they made Venom 1, which was successful financially, and critically it was meh. But they say, okay, critical, or financially successful. So they do Venom 2. It's a drop down, pretty significantly, but it is still a success. Pretty big one. So, you know, 400 mil less, whatever, still made a lot of money. Gonna continue forward again. They do Morbius. Massive bomb. Insane bomb. Bombs twice. I don't think any movie has done that. Bomb twice in a row, the same movie. Only Sony. So what do? They do the exact same thing again with Madam Web, only this time they at least didn't release it twice. So, yeah. I can't wait for Spooderman Into the Spooderman. Yeah, they should just make that. That would actually make money, honestly. Compared to Madam Web, that would make money. So yeah, now they're doing that again with Kraven. That's gonna be the exact same thing as Madam Web, exact same thing as Morbius. It's gonna be equally as awful. It's gonna be equally as weird. It's gonna be equally as funny. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna bomb. So yeah, I think they're starting to realize that it's gonna bomb. But what they haven't realized is, okay, so for those of you who don't know, because you have lives and didn't watch Madam Web, unlike me, in Madam Web, there was a plot point that was cut from the movie, not very well. You can still very clearly tell it was going to be there, but they forgot to cut a lot of scenes it was in. But basically, it was going to have a young Peter Parker be born during the movie, and the bad guy is basically a Terminator, and he wants to go back in time and kill Spider-Man before he becomes Spider-Man. And Madam Web has to stop him because she can see the future. But then they decided last second, something about rainforest spiders killing mothers that research them. Yeah, that's the movie. That's the one. For some reason, they decided to cut this last second. I mean, super last second. So what ended up happening is that in the movie, there's like a baby shower scene, but right before the mother says the name of the baby, which is Peter, it cuts away really abruptly and plays a balloon popping sound effect so you can't hear her. And then Madam Web gets scared. She gets scared of the balloon popping, and then we cut away, and we don't really explain that again. But we know the last name was Parker, because they forgot to cut out the part where one of the characters, who's the dad, is named Parker. So, whoops. So then they realized, I guess, maybe they did catch that and just didn't want to remove it. So they then decided, okay, we'll just say this isn't canon to Morbius and Venom anymore. Even though, up until a week before release, it was. So last second, they had to cut any references that might have been in the movie for Venom or for Morbius, which were definitely in there. And there's no end credit scene in the movie, so my guess is they filmed something and cut it last second. Again, they do that a lot. They did that with Morbius a lot. But yeah, so the movie comes out this complete mess. And it's like, okay, well, they clearly dodged a bullet with the baby Peter Parker storyline. They got wise and realized that was a dumb idea and that they shouldn't do that, right? Guess what they're doing is the plot of Venom 3. Guess what the plot of Venom 3 is? baby Peter Parker is being trained by Venom. There's a baby Peter Parker, he's like 10 years old, and he's not Spider-Man yet, and the villain wants to kill him before he can become Spider-Man. Morbius is canon. Okay, so a lot of people don't even know this. There's the Sony Cinematic Universe of Venom movies, or whatever the fuck it's called. And it's Venom, Let There Be Carnage, Morbius. It was Madam Web, but they said the last second it isn't, but it is. It's canon. Kraven the Hunter and Venom 3. Those 6 movies, of which Venom 3 and Kraven are not out yet. Those 2 are coming out later this year and keep getting delayed because I think Sony's starting to realize at least Kraven is probably going to bomb. Venom 3 will probably make some money.
No.
What's up?
No. They're delaying Kraven the Hunter to December so people can watch it over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah, that was their official reasoning.
That's actually what they fucking said.
Yeah, because they're they didn't delay it because they're unconfident. They delayed it because they're for some reason confident that this will do well. It won't.
But everyone will watch it over and over again for the holiday season.
They won't, but Sony thinks they will. Just basically the same thing, right? As having an actually successful movie.
We'll see it over and over again.
I mean, we will, because we're gonna laugh at it. We're gonna make fun of it, but we're not. We're not gonna be bringing that much money for it. So, yeah, good job, Sony. Cool. Keep doing what you're doing. I think it's funny.
Please keep doing what you're doing. I don't care.
It's very rare for swashbucklers to land in the ocean, which happens.
I need that.
Yeah, no, we've had a lot of swashbucklers land in the ocean. I wonder if it's more common in this game mode because it kind of relies on you, or this level, because it kind of relies on you having that time to build up your money. Shit.
Spider-Man is attached to this universe. Marvel.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, this isn't canon to the MCU. There might be a Spider-Man. There's probably 2 Spider-Men because
they tried to make it canon to the MCU.
They tried, and then Kevin Feige, who's in the interview with the CEO, who said that time, just looked at her, and then she suddenly retracted her statement in another interview, magically. So they really tried, and Kevin Feige got mad at them, but he couldn't say anything directly because, you know, they really wanted to use Spider-Man in the MCU, and they didn't want the rights to be taken away. So they just said, yeah, sure, whatever you say, bud, and then proceeded to decanonize it immediately in their next movie. Which Spider-Man universe is it connected to? No clue. Probably none. They wanted it to be connected to the Amazing Spider-Man universe, but they showed the scripts to Andrew Garfield.
If I remember.
And he took one look at them and said, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not. And then he, like a week later, he announced he was retiring from acting. So, that's how good it was. Tobey Maguire couldn't do it because he already has a Venom.
If I remember,
and Tom Holland couldn't do it because
trailer had
Feige wouldn't let them.
The trailer for Morbius had like rainy Spider-Man on like a wall, spray painted.
But it was the PS4 pose.
The movie, it had like the Daily Bugle logo from Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. And at the time, the closest timeline it could be set in was the MCU. So it was a complete clusterfuck. Yeah. And it's because they didn't know either. So they put all these references in hopes that one of them would stick. And now it looks like they're just doing it as its own universe because they're adding in a new Spider-Man. So it's not canon to any of them. They just gave up. Which, to be fair, good. But, you know. I need to...
I really hope Beyond the Spider-Verse goes further and just, like, makes fun of the fucking...
I know. I feel like they're not allowed to.
Venomverse.
I feel like they wanted to with that scene in the second Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
God, I hate the naming scheme for these Spider-Verse movies. I love the movies. I hate how they're naming them. What the fuck are they called? Cross?
Yeah.
So is Madam Web actually
like
about
Cross,
rainforest spiders killing mothers after they researched them? That did happen in the movie. And it was all ADR though. They redubbed that line because everybody made fun of it. It's still in the movie. It's just slightly different. So I don't know why they bothered. Because, like, it's still memeable. I'm still going to make fun of it. It's not going to make the movie do any better. But they redubbed the line and reworded it slightly. So it's not the same as it was in the trailer because people made fun of them for it.
Yeah, but they still have...
It's
Oh,
fascinating.
they're younger than I expected. We're not killing kids, are we? They're not. They are kids now, but they won't be. They will soon get powers, and they will try to destroy me. I cannot lose everything. some fucking shit like
I
that.
was gonna make a joke about how he always looks away whenever he starts talking, but they don't even do that. Half the time his mouth just doesn't sync up with the dialogue because they didn't bother to CG his mouth to fit. Because I think they realized it was futile and they were redubbing the lines on like a fucking iPhone in the closet like a day before release. I'm convinced they were doing that. I'm convinced. That was such a last minute like redub. They just had him send it to them through like his phone or something. That's why it sounds so bad.
Dude, the second the fucking lip syncing didn't match in the opening scene of the movie, the first minute,
literally the first line of
I
dialogue.
knew we were in for a good movie.
Yeah, I remember.
I knew we were in for a ride.
I remember because we were seeing this in theaters as a group, and in that first scene, we all just turned to look at each other, smiling giddily like stupid little idiots, because we realized, oh my god, this is the best movie ever made. My disappointment is immeasurable. My day's ruined. Don't be. The movie's hilarious. Get together with a group of friends. Just watch it with the full expectation it's going to be awful. You will have such a good time. It is the most fun I've had in a theater-going experience since Morbius, which was itself the most fun experience I've had in a theater since Venom 2, which itself was the most fun experience I've had in theater since Venom. These movies are consistently entertaining. They're not good, but watch them with a group of friends in a theater. You will laugh your ass off. You will enjoy the hell out. I mean, you can't do it in theaters now, but just get together a group of friends and watch them in like a group call or get them together in person or something. Because trust me, that is the way to watch these movies. You do not watch these alone, trying to find any MCU connections or anything. Don't do that. You'll hate it. You'll hate yourself. Don't do that. Watch it with a group of friends. Go in expecting to laugh your asses off and hate it. Maybe find something you like. We laughed our asses off at Venom 2, but you know what? It had some fun stuff too. It also had like Carnage dying and stuff and weird shit that doesn't make any sense because like this is supposed to be a franchise, but you know, it was fun. So that is the ideal experience for these. Just make fun of them. I feel like in the future these are going to become cult classics because of this. In like 10 years, someone's going to look back at, and remember when Sony made the cinematic universe? And I'm like, wait, what? Because everybody who wasn't there at the time will not know about this. And it would just become this amazing cult classic thing that everybody starts making fun of and watching. And in like 20 years, Sony will make another movie connected to it that'll be like a legacy sequel that's like trying to mimic the tone, and it will just be bad and not funny. It's gonna be hard. One, I don't want to give Sony money, and two, I don't have friends. One, pirate, and two, pirate friends.
Yeah.
Shit. Or just get together, get like a group and just go in Discord server, get a group of people, say, hey, anyone want to watch Madam Web with me? And if they say no, call them pussies, and that they're scared of how good it's going to be. And they're scared of the Pepsi product placement. Yeah, they just wouldn't get it. Crap. Crap, give me a pea shooter.
Dude, these movies are gonna go down with like fucking the Catwoman movie.
Yeah.
And like, what else? The fucking Electra movie.
Yeah, a lot of those early Marvel movies, and also Catwoman, and like Batman and Robin, and Superman 4.
It feels like those. It feels like really early Marvel movies.
Yeah. That's what they are. They're those super early Marvel movies before superhero movies were really a thing, and before they knew what they wanted to do. That's exactly what these are. They do not understand what made the MCU successful at all. Obviously, the MCU doesn't anymore either, but, you know, in a completely different way than what the MCU is doing. There's Popsy product placement in Madam Web. Is Pepsi Man in the movie? Okay, no. The entire final fight of the movie takes place on top of a Pepsi factory, and the way the villain gets killed is he gets crushed by the P from the Pepsi sign. He gets peed on by Pepsi. Literally, the Pepsi logo saves the day. That's how the villain is defeated. I'm not shitting you. That happens in the movie. It takes place in a Pepsi factory, and like okay, it's weird. It's like an abandoned Pepsi factory with a bunch of fireworks inside for some reason. And the fireworks go off, and the Pepsi sign crushes the bad guy underwater. Somehow. Spring bean plant food? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Also, Madam Web runs over the bad guy with like a car, like 3 different times.
Yeah!
The third time, the villain jumps into the car.
I already want to rewatch that movie. It's so stupid. Oh my god. Oh, you know what I wish I could do, but I can't? I wish I could stream the movie and just watch it live with a group of people and just chat and stuff. I wish I could do that, man. I can't, but I really, really wish I could.
Another video idea. You need to do a retrospective.
I started writing one a while ago, but ended up dropping it because I didn't think it would do well. But I might revive that idea if there's actual interest in that, because it is such a shit show. It is entertaining. If nothing else, I might do it for myself.
Do it anyway. Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, I'll commit to that after I'm done with my DC one, because
maybe eventually it'll just appear on someone's YouTube recommendation and be like,
yeah.
Or just like really good when Craven comes out.
Yeah, actually, I'll do it when Venom 3 comes out, because that's gonna be the actual popular one. So I'll try and do that.
Craven. Craven.
Oh yeah, people are gonna see it over and over again. People are gonna see it.
Craven comes out after Venom 3.
Yeah, it does. It comes out like a month after, doesn't it? Or 2 months. It got delayed by a month to December.
Yeah.
Why?
So people can see it over and over again.
Why do I keep buying spring beans? No wonder I have no money.
They can dissect each frame. Put it in the corner without audio.
Yeah. Without audio would be funny.
I really hope El Merito comes out.
Entire Madam Web movie. Oh yeah, one movie they announced for this universe back when they were pushing all in was an El Muerto movie. Now you probably don't know who El Muerto is. That's okay. Nobody did. That's including hardcore Marvel fans. And the reason for this is El Muerto appeared in a whopping 2 comics. 2 comics. Neither of
which
them
he was just like a background character.
Yeah, and neither of which were very popular. Like nobody really knows they existed at all. But no, they decided they were going to dedicate not only a whole movie to this, but they were going to announce it at CinemaCon as their big mic drop moment. And they did, to a resounding, what? So, that's the story of how Sony didn't end up making an El Muerto movie, because everybody made fun of them, rightfully. And Sony realized, oh, that was a bad idea? Shit, well, I didn't think of that.
But, it's a Spider-Man villain.
That means it has to do well,
Spider-Man. Right? Surely they know who El Muerto is. Who the fuck came up with that? Who at the meeting was like, all right, any ideas of what new big Spider-Man villain we could do? Someone named El Muerto we could do. We don't know who that is, but that's perfect.
Exactly.
Like, who the fuck is El Muerto? Oh, and Hypno Hustler. That's another one they announced. We haven't heard anything about that one since.
I'm pretty sure that one got definitively canceled. Or at least Donald Glover is no longer attached. I'm pretty sure he dropped out of the project. He dodged that bullet.
They're still wanting to do El Muerto.
They don't learn.
There was a point where everyone thought that El Muerto was canceled. But no, Sony came out and said, no, it's still in development.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
Our lead role, our lead star, Bad Bunny, who was going to play El Muerto, quit. But don't worry, we're still making it.
They made comics about a dead guy? Probably. Yeah, no, they're just because the thing is, Sony doesn't own any interesting characters beyond Spider-Man related characters, and they don't know how to make these characters interesting. They don't know how to pull an early MCU and do that. So we're stuck in this. Fuck. I feel dirty using power-ups, but I want the star. I don't think they're allowed.
Also, this isn't a movie. This isn't a movie they're making. But look up Melf the Elf with a gun.
That's like the tier.
You will not be disappointed.
You won't be. That's my favorite Marvel character. We were immediately after seeing Madam Web, we were looking up before. We were looking up other obscure-ass Marvel characters that Sony should make a movie about. I don't even think they own the rights, but they'll get the rights. They'll buy the rights just to make that movie, and it will be awful. And no one will see it because nobody knows who Melf the Elf is, but it will be so funny. Melf the Elf with the gun. Elf with a gun. They're gonna make the next Marvel movie Elf with a gun. See it in theaters. Yeah, it's gonna have the Marvel logo at front, but it's have associated with up top. Coconuts? Do I have enough? Oh, I do have enough for coconuts. Coconuts. Let me get the shovel upgrade.
I still want to pitch. I want to pitch a fucking Elf the Melf melt the elf with a gun.
I guarantee if you
I'm
pitch
so
it to the right
mad.
Sony execs, they'd accept it.
Oh.
They would. They
Oh.
actually would. Because they don't know what money is. Because they don't have any Elf of the Gun TM. Yeah, sorry, Elf of the Gun trademarked. Gotta put the trademark in there. Gotta have the Coca-Cola rep. That's how the villain in Elf with the Gun will get killed, is he'll get crushed by the Coca-Cola sign instead of the Pepsi sign.
And if I remember, his main gimmick, besides, you know, being an elf with a gun, was to hide in mannequins.
Yeah.
Or, like,
And, like,
yeah, hide
kill
in
married
mannequins,
people or something?
Pop out of them, and shoot the husband's wife. Something like that.
Yeah. He would shoot wives out of mannequins. That was his gimmick. He's an elf with a gun.
Fucking brilliant.
Cinema.
Literal cinema. I would fucking...
The thing is, that would unironically make a better comedy movie as an idea than Madam Web made as a thriller movie, or Morbius made as a whatever it was movie. I don't even know what Morbius was trying to be. A horror? I guess also a thriller? They really like trying to make their thriller movies and failing because they're using Madam Web as a character. I would drown in unsold gallons of new Coke. Yeah, they'll drown the villain in just a big vat of Coke. And like, yeah, that's good product placement. Coke kills you. They would do that. And then they'd get, like, sued. Because people would stop buying their product. Make product. Sell product. Oops. One product tells you other product is bad. Oh, dear. This is not good for the company. The product is suffering. Unironically, Sony would make that. Only they'd make it bad. They'd find a way to make it bad. They'd make him like a guy. He's not an elf. He's just called the elf with a gun because he dresses like an elf. And
he has to earn being an elf.
Yeah. Ooh,
no, it would just be called elf.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
no, they just call it with a gun.
Melt the elf. Melt the elf. No, he has to earn his gun.
He has to earn his gun. Zack Snyder. He has to earn his gun, actually.
Yeah.
Batman has to earn his moral code.
Learn how Mouth the elf becomes a god.
Gods and monsters and elves.
God. Yeah.
I would say call James Gunn, but not only would he also make the movie, he'd make it good, and I don't want it to be good. I want it to be bad. I don't think you understand. I need this to suck.
That's DC. He's DC.
Shit, well. I don't know why.
Unless Marvel begs him to come back to make Elf the Elf the Elf.
I don't think he will go back. I think he's got all the creative freedom he needs. He would be insane to go back.
Yeah, fuck Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay. You made some controversial tweets.
Cold shower.
So, you're fired. Yeah, get out of here. And then once fucking Suicide Squad and Peacemaker become successful, please come back. Please.
We didn't mean it. Yeah, the last successful movie was Guardians 3, and that was the point where everyone said, yeah, okay, this is the last movie I need to see. Not because it was bad, because it was incredible, and it was an ending. I'm so glad they let him make it. I was terrified they wouldn't. And I mean, they got their own credit scenes in, but...
I wouldn't be able to see anyone else making a Guardians movie.
No. Also not really relevant. What the fuck is going on with Star Wars? Oh, God. Okay. It's really just Disney Plus hell right now. It's trapped in Disney Plus hell. Because the movies bombed. Well, it didn't even bomb. They just were bad. So I don't think we're ever going to get a conventional, like, Star Wars trilogy in that way again. Like, we're getting the Mandalorian movie. It's probably going to suck because Season 3 was awful. Bad Batch was pretty good. It's over, though. So, yeah. Visions was fun, but that's not made by Lucasfilm and is not canon.
You know what? I would love to see an animated Star Wars movie be theatrically released.
Yeah, do Clone Wars movie justice and actually make it good. I'm bombing this level hard. Yeah, Star Wars is just in Disney Plus hell, honestly. It's in Disney Plus jail.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the Disney Plus formula is so awful right now, because it's basically impossible to make something good with that formula. And I think Disney started to realize how unsustainable this is. Oh, come on, I'm so close. Please, 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 I'm so close. Please, 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 please. No, no, no.
I haven't even been paying attention to any of the...
They're making a Mandalorian movie? Yeah, the finale to Mandalorian is going to be a movie. So you have to watch the show to watch the movie. And you have to watch Book of Boba Fett, because you're required to watch Season 3. So you are not going to understand this movie unless you have seen 2 different Disney Plus shows. It's going to bomb. It's going to bomb. It's going to be Solo-level bomb.
What the fuck was Book of Boba Fett?
Like, it might at least have a chance with casuals who don't know they're not going to understand the movie going to see it. But the thing is, they already burned that bridge with Mandalorian Season 3. Casuals watched that, dropped off halfway through, and didn't watch the rest because it was bad and they didn't know what was happening. They tried to Marvelize Star Wars and did it in the worst possible way. Because what killed the MCU was the TV shows. People having to watch Disney Plus shows and so much content coming out at once that they had to watch. It was required. And Disney said, yeah, what if Star Wars was just that without the movies? Like,
Mandalorian worked because it was separate from everything else.
Where it started to get bad. Yeah, Season 1 was incredible. Season 2 was good, but definitely a lot more mixed and required a lot more. Like, it relied a lot on its cameos, but you could watch it without knowing the cameos.
It had weird CG look at the end. Like, all right, that's
yeah, but at least like it's not confusing. You know what's going on. It's not like ruining the story. It's just a weird thing kind of shafted in, and at least it led to a good ending for Grogu. Which, I'm glad that's the ending of Grogu's storyline, and that they didn't bring him back in a spin-off show about Boba Fett of all characters. And that became required watching because Season 3 just picks up right after and never really explains what happened. And people were rightfully confused when Season 3 happened and stopped watching. So, Mandalorian was bad. Andor was really good. So we're like, okay, we are so back. It's so over, bros, but now we are so back. If Andor Season 2 is bad, that's it for like 90% of the remaining Star Wars fans, I think. Maybe that's a bit much, but I think it's accurate. I think most people will just stop watching at that point because, like, that's the last hope, really. Star Wars Animation's probably going to be working on something, but honestly, they might not. They might just get shafted to doing the Tales of shorts because, while I think Bad Batch was pretty fun, it did underperform, apparently. It didn't get the viewing numbers that Disney wanted, so that's why it ended on Season 3, because the idea, from what I've heard, this isn't confirmed, but from what I've heard, they were meant to have more than 3 seasons, and Season 3 was meant to be basically just what those first 3 episodes of the season are. If you've seen it, you probably haven't, but the point is, they cut it down. They ended up making it work, because I think they had enough time to work around it, thankfully, and just they had an ending plan, so they just brought it up a bit, but you can tell they probably did have more planned at first, and then kind of learned midway through Season 2 that Season 3 would be their last. Started scripting during the writer's strike, so oh god, did it? Andor Season 2 started scripting during the writer's strike. Oh god.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because they can't wait. They can't fucking wait on this stuff. They can't let it be good. They have to rush it out the door, which is what killed fucking Mandalorian. They aren't.
I can't believe Book of Boba Fett's a real fucking show.
I can't believe Obi-Wan Kenobi is a real show. Book of Boba Fett.
A whole episode to just focus on Mandalorian.
Two.
Oh yeah, two.
Boba Fett takes up only 5/7 of his main show, and even that finale barely focuses on him. It's still it's basically 3.
Why make a Boba Fett show?
Yeah, he's basically
just make the shit there. A fucking Mandalorian Season 3. Then we could have actually had something decent, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
but no, we gotta bring back fucking Moff Gideon.
Okay, so I have a theory, and I've said this to you, Brandon. I'm gonna say this again for stream and stuff. I have a theory that I hardcore believe of what they were planning to do with Book of Boba Fett. So first of all, let's go back to the ending of Mandalorian Season 2. Actually, no, before that. Right before the Mandalorian Season 2 ended, they did a big announcement on like a Disney panel or something where they announced a ton of Star Wars shows that were happening. They announced like a Lando show, which is probably not happening. They announced the Skeleton Crew show, which was supposed to come out last year and is now supposed to come out this year. Who knows where that's at? It's filmed. They just haven't released it or shown it off. But point is, they announced a bunch of shows. One thing they didn't announce was the Book of Boba Fett. That was not announced at this thing. Where this was announced was like 2 weeks later in the finale to Mandalorian Season 2, the end credit scene said, oh, Boba Fett will return in the Book of Boba Fett. And that's all we had. We didn't know if that was Season 3, and it was going to be like a Doctor Who thing or a James Bond thing, where it's like kind of anthological. The next season focuses on a new bounty hunter, a new Mandalorian, because the show's just called The Mandalorian, right? You could make it anyone. That's what I think they were going to do. Book of Boba Fett was not meant to be its own show. It was meant to be Season 3, maybe Season 4. And then we'd have Mandalorian pop up, and that's why they could have Mandalorian pop up, because it's the same show. And then they decided, well, the MCU made it work with movies. Surely Star Wars can make this work with Disney Plus shows, the thing that famously killed the fucking MCU. So they went ahead and made it a separate show, but didn't change much of the scripting. I think they did change some shit. It reeks of last-minute decisions, but this is why it wasn't announced with all the other shows. Let's go, we got the thing. And this is why it has so much Mandalorian lore happening in a separate show that isn't connected to it. It's because, again, it was meant to be the same show. And I fully believe that, like, if that had done well in that original universe, they would have done, like, a season for, Bo-Katan. What we got for Season 3 of Mandalorian was going to be just a Bo-Katan season, and Mandalorian was not going to be in it beyond maybe, like, a cameo. Because it is just a Bo-Katan story, but they had so much filler shit because they had to add in Mandalorian, who isn't connected otherwise. There was going to have to be a new Mandalorian every 1 to 2 seasons, you know? Kind of like how Doctor Who, you get a new Doctor every few seasons. James Bond, you get a new James Bond every few movies. They wanted to do that, and then pussied out, and now it's just the Din Djarin show. The issue is, they're using storylines not made for Din Djarin, so he has had nothing to do in Season 3, and he shows up to do everything in Book of Boba Fett. And it doesn't make sense.
He's done nothing but protect Grogu for 3 seasons.
Who was already protected. He was already protected, and then he brought him out of protection so he could protect him again.
Grogu wanted to be with Mando.
Like, they expect us to care about Grogu, but right now I find it impossible to, because his story's over. As far as I'm concerned, Mandalorian Season 3, Book of Boba Fett, those just didn't happen. The Star Wars timeline just ends with Mandalorian Season 2 for me, as far as I'm concerned. Because if I don't really care about something, I don't really consider it in my head to be canon unless I'm required to enjoy something else. And right now, why would I? Because it just ruins that. Because Season 2 ending was already kind of rushed. I think it was supposed to be the finale fully, and then they kind of, we could make it a little less definitive and rush it a bit. I think maybe that was supposed to happen in Season 3 or whatever, move stuff around. But it would have worked. Little quick would have worked. They couldn't do that. Anyway, Muppets. Fellas, what happened to the Muppets? I don't know. I've seen the Muppets movie, and that's kind of the extent of my Muppets knowledge, so I'm sorry to say I do not actually know. But I know Disney just hasn't done anything with them recently. They did like one Disney Plus show, which they didn't market, and when that show, oh wow, it failed? Gee, I wonder how that happened. It's almost like you didn't market it. They then blamed it on the Muppets, and haven't done anything with them since. As far as I can tell, it's just down to Disney mishandling it. Yeah. Shocking, I know. Companies mishandling shit because they can't learn from their mistakes. I feel like that's a common theme this stream. Companies refusing to learn. Sony, Microsoft. Dear God, I hope not Nintendo. Okay, we are probably not getting the points goal this round. Shit.
But yeah. I don't know.
Long story short, everything sucks and is miserable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I killed your damn guys. Give me some more.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna fucking retire Grogu?
I think I mean, they won't, because at this point they've already brought him back. They might as well get what they can out of him, but he's never going to be as popular as it was. He started the last decade.
I mean, I'm sure Favreau, he's the one that made Mandalorian, right?
Yeah, Favreau.
Whoever's
I don't know how
runs that
involved
show.
he is
1 and
now.
2.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Disney wouldn't allow that, so now we're just stuck with this fucking creature.
They're stuck with this creature, yeah. I think if they ever do a new Star Wars trilogy, it will be focused on Grogu after the sequel trilogy. And it'll just be the post-sequel trilogy, or whatever we end up calling it. Rey might be in it.
I remember thinking they were going somewhere cool with the Grogu. I thought they were gonna like make him like turn to the dark side.
Oh, that would have been cool. I don't get why they're so scared to have another Anakin when Anakin is currently like the favorite arc amongst people because prequel love is coming back.
Yeah.
They're so scared to recreate something good. The one good, well, I say one good part of the prequels. Let's be real here. It was only good in the last movie, but the one good idea. The big idea of the prequels, which is currently the big thing that everyone's in love with. So you think they'd want to capitalize on that. And they keep, like, teasing it. Like, Evil Rey and Rise of Skywalker. Nope. Basically, every time we see a Jedi, at this point, it's just, oh, could they turn evil? They won't, but we're going to tell you they might. They could. You know, it's possible. Feasible, even.
I want to see more like a more neutral, like, Force wielder.
Yeah.
As like a
Gray Jedi. At this point, the thing is, whenever they do a Gray Jedi, because they have done them, it just kind of comes off as either they're a Sith or they're a good guy. Like Ahsoka in the Ahsoka show, she's a Gray Jedi. She's just a Jedi, but you know, she's a Gray Jedi technically. The bad guys, I think, are also technically not Sith, but I mean, they're just Sith. You know, they're too scared to do anything actually interesting. It's like either a good guy or a bad guy. Black and whites. Like, that worked for New Hope because it was a single movie just trying to be that. But if you want to make this a big, expansive universe, you have to make it interesting. And they seem terrified to do that. Except for Andor, which, what do you know? When they made it interesting, it worked. It became the most popular Star Wars product. Gee! It's almost like, you know, you should learn from this. But Andor didn't do good streaming numbers, so no. We don't get good things. Andor gets a second season so Disney can get the clout from it, and then they cancel it. Well, I mean, it's ending, so it's not canceled. I guess that's a little mean, but we're not going to get anything on that level. God, no. Because they're going to learn the wrong message. The reason Andor failed, as from a, you know, people wanting to see it perspective, is because it was marketed as a fucking Cassian Andor show. If we didn't have 90 other Star Wars shows in the market, and this was like the one big live-action one beyond maybe Mandalorian, which was still single and going on its own thing, I think it would have done really good. But because it's overflooded in a market full of really bad spin-offs like Kenobi and Boba Fett that don't justify themselves, a lot of people assume this would be the exact same thing, rightfully so. I mean, why wouldn't they assume that? So they didn't watch it. And people only started watching it after they learned, oh wait, it's actually good. Like, they're gonna learn. You know what they're gonna learn from this? They're not gonna learn that it's failed because it's a weird IP and because it's oversaturated. They're going to learn it failed because it was risky and too dark. So they're going to make everything lighter. But they're going to continue to oversaturate the market with weird spin-offs that no one wants. Yeah, Baby Jar Jar. Clearly we need Baby Jar Jar. Coconut Cannon. Yeah, he did say that. They're going to make a Coconut Cannon Star Wars story. Only they won't call it Star Wars story because they're dropping that titling scheme now. So it just exists for 2 movies and no others, which is really weird. Why did they bother? Anyway. Oh, we need 20? Oh, Jesus. I thought we needed 11. Okay, Christ.
Well, I'm going to head out.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end the stream now. I was planning to just do it till I got to 10 because I thought that was enough.
Yeah.
Next stream, we'll get the next 9. But yeah.
Yeah. Also, probably not, but if anyone in the chat's interested, I'm doing a stream tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be streaming on his channel tomorrow.
I don't know if you'd want to see... I don't know if you want to see
Wonderworld, right?
Gameplay for fucking Balan Wonder. Yeah.
Oh god, you can catch more of our riveting conversations about everything sucks now, except for the Sony Marvel movies, which are really funny, and I want them to keep making those because they're really funny.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, see ya.
Bye. And yeah, so long, everybody. Remember to eat your greens. And thank you to Reg16, Moon Boy, Funny Meme, haha, or hehe, sorry. And I think those are the three. Yeah, those three for joining in the chat. It was awesome to speak with you. Hope to see you guys around. We'll probably do another Plants vs. Zombies stream somewhat soon because I like doing these. I like just playing Plants vs. Zombies in the background while talking about random shit. That's fun. That's entertaining. A nice change of pace from the VR streams. I love FNAF VR. VR makes my head hurt. But yeah, no, these are nice. These are fun. So yeah, ciao Reg16. Any archive viewers watching, making this way, thank you so much. Awesome, as always, incredible. There's a weird tear on the side of the screen, so that's not supposed to be there. Yeah, why is that? Oh dear, that's gross, icky. I kept resizing the screen by accident while playing. Yeah, there, fix it for next time. But yeah, next time we will try and get to Wild West and hopefully actually get to it, and then complete Wild West. And yeah, probably do some of the endless mode too if we have extra time. We'll see. But yeah, ciao.